Yes, people. We are back live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube for another Sarcasm City Sports Q&A, which is a show that is for the residents of Sarcasm City. You get to ask us any sporting question, past or present, people. Any sporting question, past or present. So it can be football, it can be basketball, it can be boxing, it might be NFL, obviously, with the new NFL show that we've just launched. It may be tennis, whatever sport, past or present. So get your questions in the comments. Make sure you hit the like button on the video as well. Make sure you do that. Hit the like button on the video. Make sure you share this across all the socials and subscribe to the channel as well. Sarcasm City TV is road to 5K. So make sure you hit the notification bell. So big up to everyone who's always supporting. I'm joined by Peter in the building as well. My West Coast brother. Cam is also in.
Oh shit, am I live? Oh shit, my bad.
Your life is calm. Peter,
sorry, Skeppy. Don't do nothing, Skeppy, bro. I'm a fan, Skepta.
Relax for this guy. You good though, Cam? Yeah.
Waved, bro.
Yeah. So you good. Yo, Peter, my brother. What are you saying? You blessed?
Yeah, I'm good. I don't understand how Cam's is surprised he's live on the stream after being backstage for 5 minutes.
Because he's waving.
Nah, cause I was backstage, girl. Batman and Tivoli.
He's waved, man. That's why you can hear it, man. Like, that's why he's surprised.
Hey, Peter, why are you surprised, Peter?
This guy's losing it, man. What happened, Cams? What happened? What's going on?
Bro, man's got a new drink in my pub called Mango Moon, innit? Man's had like 4 pints of that shit. And I'm drunk. I'm a lightweight as a motherfucker.
Man, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
I got faded off 4 pints?
Yeah, bro, 4 pints. That's it.
Hey, man, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, listen, I'm not flawless, bruv. This guy can have about 20 pints. I'm
a lightweight.
This guy's a liar, bruv. This guy is no lightweight. He's a heavyweight like Anthony Joshua, bruv.
I'm a lightweight.
Like Andy Ruiz, fam.
I just got a great poker face. That's all it is. Like I can
liar.
You know what I'm saying? And that. Like, large up everyone in the chat though. We'll get through to some of the comments as well. Big up Diego. He's right here. Please hit a like as you enter the live stream chat. Jeremiah
Big up.
Says this shit is my topic. Jeremiah, if you want the link, just DM me and I'll send it over to you, my guy. Big up.
Have I not changed my name? Have I not changed my name yet? Oh shit, I haven't.
This guy.
Still Fast and Vibes, yeah.
Yeah, still that. Carl Davies, big up Flawless, big up to you. Big up Alam as well, says big up the guys. Vafa says the same. Big up Gavin, big up as well. Manchester, big up Flawless Peter. And this guy, man, called you Tim Westwood, you know.
Fuck you, blood. Nah, it's all love.
As you can see from the title, people. Yeah, Jeremiah, I'm gonna send it over to you in a sec. Give me 1 sec.
You like my new name?
Yeah, do your thing.
Say it out loud.
Yeah. No, you know what I'm saying?
Say it out loud.
You say it out loud, fam. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, boo-boo.
Wild and yo. As I was saying anyway, should Gareth Southgate be sacked before the World Cup? This has been the biggest talking point. Obviously, England, they lost their last game against Italy and then got relegated from the Nations League as well. So who better to kick off this topic than Peter? Peter, talk to me. Should Gareth Southgate be sacked?
Peter, I'm going to mute my... One minute. Because I'm drunk, yeah? I'm going to mute myself.
Yes, please do, fam. Thank you.
What do you mean, yes, please do? What do you mean?
I'm trying to get you.
I'm playing. I'll mute myself.
Go on.
This guy had to announce that he was going to mute himself. Thank you.
Just for that. No, not playing.
Go on, Peter.
Hey, guys, this is your country. It's coming home. All that. You handed him a contract extension for no reason. Enjoy it. Look, at the end of the day, you fools were half an hour from winning the European Championship. You couldn't defend a set piece, and then all the black players let you down. It is what it is.
Hey, allow it, bro. Why you gotta bring race into this, cuz? Why are you bringing race into this?
Hey, we saw how they're still trying to give Bukayo Saka these Make-A-Wish Kid awards.
Hey, listen, you know what's funny about that? What Flawless said, the other day, that Saka is England's best left wing back, yeah?
We're gonna get into that as well.
It's true. That's true, 100%. I agree with that.
That says a lot about England left back.
Yes,
no, I just rate him highly. When you look at wing back attributes, he has them all. I rate Saka. I think Saka's a very good right winger, don't get me wrong. But is he a good left wing back? Yes, he has all the attributes you want in a left wing back.
Hey, Jeremiah says you can't sack Southgate. You know it would really be a disaster, Jeremiah? You go to the
World Cup. Don't worry, man. I know you're
one sec. Yo, go on, Cap. Go.
You're out after 2 games because you didn't sack Gareth Southgate. It is what it is, man. Like, look, I don't care whether you guys keep him or not. At the end of the day, like, your country's player pool is not as good as people think it is.
Facts.
You are not a favorite for this World Cup. You should not be expecting to win this World Cup. Get that out of your brains. Go to Qatar for some nice vibes in the winter when your country is dumping rain. You only have 7 hours of sunlight each day. Go to Qatar. You can't drink there because they'll kill you. But and just enjoy your afternoons. I don't know. Watch the football. Stay inside. Find something else to do, guys.
Yeah. With me, should he be sacked but before the World Cup? Yes, if England genuinely want to do something there. Because the pool, even though it's not the best, Southgate's not getting the most out of it. That's what I would say.
Hey, Flawless, do me a favor real quick. I mean, when you go past this little bit here, bring up that Mataza.
Yeah. We'll get to it. NFL. Yeah. We'll get to it.
No, not the NFL one. The one where he brings my name in. He says, "Cam, in English." Oh, hey, listen.
See. Big on my guy. Big on my guy. You're gonna be JG in the cut as well. Saka has the second most assists this year, playing right wing. Southgate plays him left wing back. Yeah, but it don't work like that. You do what's best for the team, because at international level, you have to work with what you have. It's not a question of you can go out and pick the pieces that you want. You have to play to your strengths. I don't know why Arsenal fans get upset when people say that Saka is England's best left wing back. He is. The gap between Saka and the other options at left wing back, rather than the gap between Saka and the right wingers, is much bigger with the left wing backs. England are blessed in the right wing back in the right wing spot. You can play Foden out there. You can play Sterling out there. They're two viable options. Sterling is a better winger than Saka, without question. Right, left, through the middle, false nine.
I'm playing.
He is. Like, so, again, do people want England to win, or do they want their best? Do they want their
players, their English players
to be successful? And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying Saka's a bad winger, people. That's not what I'm saying. I actually think Saka is a good player, but he is England's best left wing back. The problem,
like I was saying, that says a lot about England left backs right now.
The problem that England have is their central midfield options are just terrible. So all this, why is he not getting the most out of the attacking players, is because you can't dominate possession against any functioning midfield. Like, if you put if you put the England national team versus any of the top nations, their midfield's better. Doesn't matter if it's France, doesn't matter if it's Italy, doesn't matter if it's Brazil, doesn't matter if it's Croatia, doesn't
Germany
matter
and all of that.
Germany. Like, go put Kimmich is walking through anybody by himself.
In England, in England scored 100%.
Just Kimmich by, like, having I think people really underestimate how much it is having a functioning midfield.
I think, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, Flawless? Yeah, like, I believe, the Euros and the World Cup and the last Euros have gassed a lot of English, so to say, fans up, because do you know what it is? I always said it, even in the 2018 World Cup, England were fucking lucky to get as far as they did. They were very lucky, because if you think about it, look at the teams they played, and then as soon as they got up to just a decent side in was it Czech Republic?
Croatia.
Wasn't it?
Was
it Croatia? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, cool.
Apologies. But as soon as they get a decent couple people in, like, you have a Croatia squad, you have Modric.
They have a better midfield.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as they come up to a better sort of more hard-working team, England end up turning out like Arsenal and Spurs. Now, that's no and to be fair, I'm not even trying to banter right now. It's like, I'm not even trying to disrespect Arsenal or Spurs. It's just like they become the Arsenal or Spurs when it becomes a big team. Like, Spurs, I get well, Spurs have been doing better against big teams than what Arsenal have, fair enough. But it's still one of them, like, no one, like,
they don't. They just beat Man City every once in a while, so people say
but that's what I'm saying. Like, it's one of them, right, where apart from Man City, when they play a big team, but maybe barring Arsenal as well, you expect them to take the L.
Yes.
But it's just one of them with, like, but a lot of Spurs fans, and not even just Spurs fans, to be fair, it's just a lot of fans in general nowadays will see the fact that Conte ball and they got this player and that player. They say, well, Spurs should win. Just like with Arsenal as well. Arsenal should win this game. Do you know what I mean? But as soon as they come up to a decent team, like, remember what I said about Man United, but before Man United, but
yeah,
I said, bro, I need to see what I won with Arsenal, Man United, because that's our first real test.
Chairs in the building as well.
Do you know what I mean? That's our first real test was Man United, and we failed against our first real test. So it's like that. It's the same with it's sort of the same with England. Like, when they really come up to a real test, they bottle it.
See, again, I disagree with the bottling thing because they're not better than the teams.
Well, no,
that
bottling it is a bit of a strong word, but like you know what I mean. Like they
need to
don't
better,
turn up, innit? They just don't turn up.
But then that's my issue with Southgate is pragmatic football. We've seen it work on the international scale. Like in the last 25 years, outside of Spain, if you look at winners of the World Cup and look at winners of the Euros, and I'm sure Peter and Jez will correct me if I'm wrong, most of those teams play pragmatic football, to my knowledge, outside of the Spanish teams that won the two Euros.
The reason why I say it like that, is because it's in England's history.
Daniel in the building too.
If you look at England, if you look at the history of England itself, like the English team anyway, you can see it, bro. Look, I can go all the way back to 2006. Yeah, the 2006 World Cup. We were lucky. We were kind of lucky to get out of that group stage alone. Fuck, getting to the last 16 and the quarters, whatever against Germany. We were lucky to get out of the group stage alone. Then it happened in 2010 in the World Cup because 2008 England didn't even fucking qualify for Euros, and then it happened again in 2010. We were lucky to get out of that group stage. Happened again in 2014. We were lucky to get out of that group stage.
You got last in 2014. Hold that.
You know what I mean? Even in 2018, bro, we were lucky, bro. Do you know what I mean? The thing is it's like that's what I'm saying. When it comes to England, they're like the equivalent of Spurs and Arsenal put together in a sense where, like, it's not. And this is not me actually disrespecting Spurs or Arsenal in themselves. It's just it's a thing where Spurs and Arsenal have a thing in common where they I wouldn't say bottle it. They just don't turn up. Do you get what I mean? Like they don't turn up on the games where you need them to turn up.
But again, that's where the manager then inputs, because like I said, England.
Yeah, but how many England since 2006? How many England managers have doing?
Yeah, that's why we're talking about Southgate specifically, because I'm like, that's where the issue lies. That England team is good enough to get past Croatia, even though Croatia have the best 100%. Midfield. That England team is good enough to be early, especially when you look at the players they brought off the bench. But again, it's implementing a game plan and changing a game plan.
You know what it is?
One sec before you go, Karen. This whole thing about Saka at left wing back. So do people think if Chilwell plays left wing back and England and Saka play right wing, all of a sudden England are better going forward? But this is my point, Peter. I don't get it. Like why?
I think with that.
There's no better attacker at left wing back than Saka.
So no. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is, bro? Let me say it from an Arsenal perspective, innit? Yeah?
You hit me with the Arsenal perspective, then
I'll say it from an Arsenal perspective, innit? I'm not saying it from an actual outside or England fan perspective. I'm saying it from an Arsenal perspective, innit? Like where everyone's getting gassed on. Like I'm not even denying he's not a good left wing back. I'm not even denying that. Yeah, but where people are getting gassed is why fair enough, apart from that game that's just happened against Italy, where he played it all right in the left back. He didn't really do much, in my opinion, but I mean, I'm not saying he was all down to him, the reason why England lost. It's not. It's just that's the whole team, to be fair. But it's like with the reason why people get upset with the whole England's not Saka's not a left wing back, is because when he started at Arsenal, he had about, and I remember it, even though he started at left wing back, he only really had about 5 or 6 outstanding games. The rest was so basically average when he was playing left wing back. Don't get me wrong. I know he didn't play a lot.
But again, that's not it. My point is, because something's saying you don't get flawless. Saka's not a left wing back; he's a winger. Thomason, is Saka not England's best left wing back?
No. It's not even. I'm not even. No. Flawless. What I'm trying to say is,
one sec before you go. Let me ask this to Thomason, because it's what's best for the team at the end of the day. If you don't think Saka's best England's best left wing back, I understand it. If you think he is, he should play there. It's not like England.
No. That's where it gets. No. I think that's where it gets confused.
It's not.
I think that's where people confuse. We're confused.
There's no conversation. Then to me, there's no debate. What's the conversation? There's no conversation.
What you're saying, Flores. What I'm trying to say is, what you're saying. I'm not even denying what you're saying, innit? I'm not even trying to like rebuttal or nothing like that. I think that's where people get confused. Is like when people say Saka's England's best left wing back at the moment.
Yes,
I feel like they're meaning. I feel like they're saying. Like I think fans are seeing it as, he can only play left wing back.
See,
they're not. I know you're not seeing that. I know you're not seeing that. But I think that's where. See, this is this generation of fans, isn't it? They don't. when they see a tweet or when they see something online or whatever, yeah, they read it at face value. They don't actually break it down. They don't actually deep dive into what they're saying, if you know what I'm saying. So even though you're saying, yeah, he's England's best left wing back, you're not actually saying he can't play right wing.
No,
where that's where people get confused.
Yeah,
That's where people are getting confused. Is like you're just because you're saying that and others saying that, you're not actually denying he's a bad right winger. No one's denying that.
No one's
It's
denying
just the fact that you're saying, Bob, he is England, and I agree with you on that, in the sense where he is. When it comes to the English left wing back,
and that's what you do.
He's better
that's
than
what you
he's
do
better
at
than
national
most.
level. You're picking from a pool you cannot change. That pool cannot change. They can't
exactly. You can't just go out and get some random.
Because JG says, hey, if you don't have a left wing back, we shouldn't be playing that formation. All right, England don't have a quality 6, so they should be playing with no 6s. We can do this all day. Like, that makes no sense. You're going to be short at international level. Unless you are super blessed, you're going to be short. Go on, Peter.
Why do people conflate a formation change with an increase in terms of results automatically?
Huh?
England lacked...
That's what I'm saying.
Let him go. Let him go. Go on, Peter.
England lacked midfield players as it is, right? So we take one of the center backs off, put on another midfield or another wide player. What's going to change in theory besides the shape? Like, people don't want to address the real problem. Your midfield options are shit.
Yep.
And like, I'm sorry, you're not going to win a World Cup or make the tournament if the midfield is the weakest part of your team. That's never been an applicable statement to a tournament winner in the last 20 years, I would say, out of Europe. Maybe if you wanted to argue Portugal in Euro 2016, maybe you could.
But they had a special play. But you know what? To your point, they had arguably the best player in the world at that time.
Yeah, at that point.
I think Portugal's Euro 2016 midfield is better than England's midfield now.
Who was it? Carvalho and who else?
It was like William Carvalho,
Sanchez,
and Renato Sanchez.
Okay,
Renato Sanchez. But what happened to that guy as well?
But again, Peter,
he's in PSG now.
Peter, to your point, they had arguably the best player in the world at that point. So your point is even standing more.
But England, you guys don't have the tools. You don't have the tools to compete. Like,
listen, just before you say anything, Peter, I'm back in Scotland, you know, so fuck England, isn't it?
But go on, Peter. Carry on.
You guys can say whatever you want about Southgate being a shitty manager. I personally don't understand.
He's not shit.
Why anybody decided to get behind a manager who got Middlesbrough relegated from the Premier League. I don't understand that part. If you've got a relegation from the Premier League on your CV, you should not be handed your country's...
I'm so glad you said that.
You shouldn't be. I personally...
I'm so glad you said that.
Gareth Southgate is struggling. I am shocked. Who could have predicted a manager who got a team relegated that was 13th when he took over, had them finish like 13th, 15th, and then eventually just take them down? I am shocked that same guy is struggling. Like, guys, the quality of coaches in your country, it just isn't it. Outsource.
And you know what it is, Peter, yeah?
Let him go, Let him finish.
Like, real quick, outsource it. Like, humble yourselves.
Huh?
Stop this. Stop thinking the English way is the best way. The tools you have are good enough to get the job done. Stop this. You had the right idea.
Can I ask you a question?
Like Capello. You had the right idea. Didn't work.
Can I ask you a question, Peter?
What's up?
Because you know what England are doing, innit? They're trying to get an English manager to, you know.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Yeah,
in my opinion, this is my opinion. I want to know your opinion on it. Do you feel like Harry Redknapp, out of every English manager, you know, do you feel like this is my opinion in it. I feel like Harry Redknapp will get the best out of this. Well, even any English squad that we've had
for the tournament coming up.
Well, no, I'm just talking in either past, present, or future. Maybe not future because he hasn't. No disrespect to him, but he obviously hasn't got a lot long left in it before he really retires. Really, I know he's probably retired now, but I'm just saying, like, as an England manager, I feel like Harry Redknapp will get the best out of this England squad, in my opinion.
Okay, so the question,
as an English manager.
That's your thing, please.
I don't really.
Jeremiah, you can. Yeah, 1 sec. Go on, Peter.
I don't really disagree with that, but what is the best? Like, what are we talking? The quarterfinals?
Maybe not a World Cup level, but maybe a Euros level.
Like, because
I reckon he can get. I reckon on the right, like, sort of path and the right day, he can get England a Euro at least. Because that's just my opinion.
My expectations for England are very low. They always have.
Oh yeah,
been.
same here.
They're very low. Like, let's be real, guys. Go look at the World Cup brackets. If England win their group and France win their group, England play France in the last 8. You're gonna lose.
Yeah, facts.
That's assuming
See
England
that.
get past the Netherlands or
But
Senegal.
I sure.
Assuming
sure, I
England
think
get out of their group.
One
Am I
sec, Jeremiah.
sure?
You can go in a set, Jeremiah. Carry him. And we'll let you go, Jeremiah. I want to hear your
No,
thoughts.
Jeremiah,
Yeah,
go
on,
ahead,
Caribbean.
bro. Go ahead. Like, it's just you guys aren't good. It is what it is.
Go on. So, Jeremiah, you were saying how
Them
Southgate
guys, not
shouldn't be
you
sacked.
guys,
Go on,
Peter.
go on,
Go
Jeremiah.
ahead,
Carry on. Go on,
I
Jeremiah. The
understand
floor's
people
yours.
feel like some. Yeah, thanks, Tommy, and yeah, but listen,
Come.
I think people are going way overboard with Southgate. Yeah, 'cause I don't think personally, I don't think he's a shit manager. Because literally, yeah, the reason why I say that, yeah, because like for the past 5 years, yeah, I've seen progression under Southgate, yeah. Like nobody expects us to get this far in the semi-final of the World Cup, yeah. And I doubt that people, if someone asks me tomorrow, yeah, if someone asks me, did anyone expect us to get us to the Euro final? Nobody will say yes, because I did not expect us to get to a final. Yeah, our first final in God's how long? 60 years. Yeah. So I don't know why people are saying shit matter when he's not. So after that final year, like it's his first final in his managerial career, yeah. And this tournament, yeah, I'm giving this tournament to see even get us to this line because you can't sack him like after he got to the final. It's impossible. I said it at the end of the day we lost the final. You can't sack him. Like, finally, he's gonna learn his lesson now that he should not let he should not let any young players, yeah, like Saka or Sancho take that penalty again ever. Especially Saka, was that one hurt me the most. Now in this World Cup now, yeah, he needs to start changing because I don't think because we've got a lot of injuries now. Rashford's injured, Phillips injured because literally Phillips and Rice play well together when it comes to midfield. And I said to everyone, yeah, if he starts Maguire, Shaw, and Walker, yeah, I wouldn't have an issue with that. That person for me, I wouldn't have an issue in the World Cup because they never let Southgate down and they played well for England. Even though they're shit for the clubs, yeah, I understand that. But literally, yeah, I think I can't sack him. Yeah, the reason why I can't sack him is that if you sack him now, he do get in. Like literally, he do get in. If you sack
Tuchel.
him, yeah,
Venga.
No, you
how
get
is
Tuchel.
Tuchel
Nah.
available?
You get
are you
Tuchel.
sure though? Are you
How is
sure?
Tuchel's
Yes.
available?
All right, let me
The
ask
thing
you,
is,
Jeremiah,
stuff,
because you made some great points. One thing I will say is England did take advantage of favorable draws in both the Euros and the World Cups. Like I give them full credit. Minus
100%.
the Germany win in the Euros. Everybody they played, they were expected to beat. And when they came up against
That's what
Croatia,
I
they
was
weren't
saying.
favorites. And when they came up against Italy, you could actually argue that they were favorites. That's debatable. My point is they took full advantage. This is why I don't give Southgate I give him credit, but I don't overly praise him for doing what he's supposed to do. You're supposed to be, if you're the favorite for a game, you're supposed to win that.
Flawless. That's like me. You know when you're
Exactly,
flawless. That's
yeah.
like when I say about Arsenal
Yeah,
about the
that's why I
season.
don't.
And
That's why
it's
I'm not
like,
over.
bro, I'm
Again,
not cool. We're top
that's
of
why
the
I'm not
league,
overly
yeah.
praised
But I'm
Arsenal
not
because
gassed at the fact that we're beating the
facts.
teams that we should be beating.
My point. I said that on Stats, Facts, and Vibes on Baines' channel, and Arsenal fans got on me in the comments, but no one could answer the question of who have Arsenal beat that he weren't supposed to. So finally, because you're actually doing what you're supposed to over a 6-7 week period, all of a sudden I should overly praise you. Now I give you credit, 110%. But we're 6-7
It's
games
like what
in.
I
But again,
said, like above. I saw all this under
it's a
Wenger,
small
bro.
sample size. It's a small.
This is
But yeah,
the thing,
Jeremiah,
yeah.
back to it. So Jeremiah, do you not think Tuchel is a better manager than Gareth Southgate? Big on my bro.
I'm not.
Ahmed in the cut as
Listen,
well.
I'm not that
The young
delete.
G.
I'm not delete. Yeah. First of all, Tuchel is with 10 times better than Southgate. 1000%. Yeah. But literally, Tuchel is more defensive than Southgate. They're both defensive managers. So of course,
Yeah.
and people say that Southgate is negative there. Tuchel's the same thing as well for Chelsea.
Okay.
So I don't know what
I
makes
hear that, Jeremiah.
that's
I
the
hear
thing.
that.
I'm not saying no to Tuchel.
But
Yeah,
if
I'll take
England won
him.
if England won the World Cup, sorry to cut you off, you wouldn't care about that.
Nope.
If they won the World Cup, you wouldn't care about
With
his negative
Southgate,
tactics.
Southgate, no, I wouldn't. With Southgate,
But do
no, I
you
wouldn't.
believe Southgate wins the World Cup?
To be fair, I'm giving this to him.
You don't believe he
I'm giving
wins the
this
World
to him.
Cup,
Let
Jeremiah.
him. Let him.
You don't believe he
Yeah,
wins
he
it.
don't believe. No,
In your
he don't
heart,
believe
I
it.
do.
If he can't answer
Jeremiah,
straight,
I'm
yes, he
behind
don't
him.
believe
I
it.
know
bro.
you, man. I know you don't believe he wins the World Cup. Whereas, put it this way, this is what I'll say. If Tuchel became England manager tomorrow, I'd be like, England genuinely have a shot.
Trust.
They have a shot.
The thing is, the reason why I say no to him now was like his wrong timing. His timing is wrong.
Why is it the wrong timing?
Too
To
much.
be fair, I think it's the right
Them
time.
land.
No,
Why do you
it's
think,
2 months left.
Jeremiah, why do you think it's the
2
wrong
months
timing?
left. You can't. No, because it's 2 months left until the World Cup starts. Why I'll just sack him now? It's better to give him this tournament, and then if he doesn't do well, if it's the final and lose, yes, sack him. Then bring
Okay,
Tuchel in.
so
But it doesn't
me-
make
let
sense sack him now.
let me ask you, Jeremiah. Let me ask you, Jeremiah. Then this is on the World Cup. What do you deem
Yeah.
as failure, and what do you deem as success? So what
I
what
said
should happen to the
failure.
point where you're like, say again?
No, I said if he gets to final and lose, then I'll be Southgate out. He has to win.
Oh, you're
That's
saying
what
he
I
has
need
to
to
win the
really get it
tournament. I
overnight.
respect it,
He
man.
has to
You
win.
pointing it. You know what? I respect that.
He has to
Jeremiah.
win. I
You're
said
all
that.
in,
He has to
fam.
win.
You're saying
Because
you're like, yo, man has to
Can
win.
I-
No,
can
it's
I-
not.
Do you know what it
Because
is,
I
though?
say that. I said
Jeremiah,
that.
do you know what it is,
last year.
Jeremiah?
I said
Jeremiah.
Let
that.
fam, yo,
Because
Cam, let him
last
finish
year,
going.
I
Go
said
on.
that
No,
because
I
last year
want
was
to
the
say
No,
final.
something,
let him
Jeremiah.
finish,
That
and
was
then you
No,
can
let
ask
me
him,
finish.
fam. Go on, go
No,
on.
yeah,
You
no,
can
let
ask
me
him.
finish one thing. I said that, yeah. I said that last year was the final. Nobody expected us to. Yeah, I didn't expect to get us when I gave him the Euro tournament, yeah. And now he has to. I said after that penalty shot, he said now he has to win it now. He has to win the World Cup. No more excuse. I don't care who he picks or who starts or what we play. He
I
has to get
respect
us
that.
over that line.
Why are we
I'm
treating
I'm
England
not.
like some plucky underdogs, though?
We are underdogs. Literally. When
Are
when
you
it comes knockout,
underdogs against
when it
Ukraine?
comes to big tournaments, yeah.
no,
No, no,
Are you
no.
When no,
underdogs
when
No,
against
you're
Ukraine?
not.
Southgate, when it
Peter,
comes to
he
big
is
tournaments,
no. Peter, he is saying to win the tournament, though. He's not like he's saying get to the
No. Well, I'm
quarters.
saying this hindsight thing. No one expected us to do these great things in the World Cup in 2018. They were in a group with Tunisia. They were in a group with Panama, and they were in a group with Belgium. They lost to Belgium in the group and in the third place match. In the round of 16, they beat Colombia in a penalty kick shootout. Fair enough. In the quarterfinals, you played Sweden. Are you telling
That's
me
what I'm trying to say,
out of
bro.
those teams,
That's fair.
going into those fixtures, England weren't favored to win those fixtures? This is my thing.
That's fair.
We need to stop acting like
Yeah, but
Southgate did
that was 2018, though, to be fair.
2004 and turn the footballing world upside down by getting England to these places. They were 1-0 up at home in a European final against Italy. They were 1-0 up and they lost. Why? That was in Italy. That before that tournament, no one was picking Italy to win that tournament. And if you say you are, you're lying. You're lying, and that's cool. Like, we need to
Well,
stop.
Italians might have picked themselves.
No,
Come say something to me.
No, I know what you're saying. I know
Man
what
who were
you're
with
saying.
Italian women picked them, but you know that's a whole different conversation.
But
Cam, how's the question?
if we want to praise him for,
I'll let Peter land first.
If we want to praise him for overachieving,
no.
if we want to praise him for overachieving, we're also simultaneously acknowledging the team isn't good. Like, eventually, we're gonna have to acknowledge that part first and foremost. But England they're not at a stage in terms of their main players' ages, right, and development wise, where you can just say, "Oh, give him a tournament," and when it crashes and burns, then you sack him. Harry Kane's going to be 34 by the next World Cup. Who's England's second striker if it's not Harry Kane?
My boy Ivan Toney.
Tony,
so
Abraham.
Okay, great. It's Ivan Toney or Tammy Abraham for whatever fucking reason. Do you think?
Are they on the same level as Harry Kane, though?
Do you think in 2028?
Hey, let's be honest.
Guys,
let Peter go. But Peter, before you continue, that's out of order. That's a cheap shot. That's a needed.
Summer 2026, BLM frontline, Tammy Abraham, Ivan Toney. Are you telling me they're coming to the U.S. and rocking up in Los Angeles, California in the middle of July and winning that World Cup? No chance.
Side note, you know who will be rocking up, you know what I'm saying, in the middle of LA.
Jeremiah, here's the great thing. England have a full black 11.
I might be on that plane with you, Flawless. No lie, bro.
Save them.
My kids will be old enough. They don't need daddy like that 24/7. I'll be daddy's on holiday.
They can even do Calvin Phillips and Jude Bellingham in midfield. They're still shit, mate. It doesn't matter.
Right.
Like we have Calvin Phillips, we have fucking Jude Bellingham, we have Jordan Henderson, we have Declan Rice. Look at what other countries have. This same problem is going to persist in 4 years. There is no wait for the next tournament. Just get.
Peter, who do you US have?
What's up?
Who did the
US have? Some random. Our team is shit, but we'll probably beat you guys.
Yeah, probably. You actually will, bro.
Yeah,
you probably will.
I don't know.
But yeah, let me. Jeremiah, it wasn't even a question, innit? It's a half question, half sort of statement, sort of thing, innit?
No, I'm not sitting here saying the US are going to do anything.
Oh no, this is something else, Jeremiah. The way I've seen England for the last sort of 12 to 15 years, I've seen them at an international level like Arsenal. As in, when I say that, when they go into a major competition, apart from the last two, meaning the Euros last year and the World Cup. England themselves, yeah, have bottled it by the last 16.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
they bottle it most years by the last 16. They're lucky to, like, it's very lucky for them to get to the quarters. Yeah. The fact that the only reason why I would praise Southgate in a way is the fact that, yeah, cool, he got the team to a final and a semi-final. But then the argument is, yeah, look at the path they had to them to like the World Cup and the Euros. They had one of the easiest paths.
Yeah, they did.
And they're beating team. They was beat like Peter said, yeah. They beat Colombia when they come up to a half decent team in Colombia, and they could only beat them on penalties. Now they lost to Croatia, and then they lost to Belgium, and that was 2018. Then they come to when it comes to Italy. Before Italy, tell me the decent team that they played in that Euros, where
Germany.
well, apart from Germany,
but
I'll give them the
Germany,
credit for Germany. I do give them the credit for Germany.
I agree with
Can I
that.
say something about the Germany thing though?
But no one expects to be Germany. That's the thing.
I want to hear your
I know,
thoughts on that.
But no. Let me just quickly finish.
quick.
Let me just quickly finish
Yeah,
it.
quickly
Guys,
finish.
Apart from Germany, who are literally right now, yeah, are on a decline because all of their players are getting old now. Yeah, so they're now trying to find the new upcoming players. Yeah, apart from that German side. Whereas if we played that German side in 2016 or 2014, we would have got fucking smashed. Yeah. Well, not we. England would have. Apart from that team, what makes you feel like Southgate is the man to take us forward and actually win England something? I just don't see it, because it's, for me, England. It's in England's DNA, just like it's in Arsenal's fucking DNA. Yeah. When it comes to a major tournament like the Champions League or World Cup / Euros, they bottle it like crazy when it gets to the last 16. They're very lucky to get to the quarters. So what makes you think Southgate is the right man right now when he's already bottled two major competitions?
I wouldn't say bottle it, because literally Croatia were a very good team that game.
No. The reason why I say bottle,
Yo, just let him land in it. Because I want to hear from everyone else. So let him land in it. You know what I'm saying? Green screen, Ahmed in the building. Let's go.
Yeah, bottle is probably big. Is it my turn now? Or
Yeah, Ahmed, go on. Sorry, I'm just cracking jokes about Ahmed and his nice green screen. I like it, Ahmed. This guy upgraded. Go on, Jeremiah. The floor is yours, my guy. I'll let you respond to that. Yeah. Welcome, Lewis, to the stream as well.
So bottle is probably a big one. Was literally no one, like, literally Croatia, Italy were undefeated in that tournament, so you can't say bottle it. Yeah, they literally beat Spain. Yeah, and yes, I understand penalties, and beat. And what did they beat? I think they beat Belgium as well, comfortably, yeah. But the reason why, because literally,
they beat Spain and they beat Czech Republic.
There you go.
Okay, yeah, literally, okay, yeah, and then because I started supporting England in 2016. Okay, because me as an England fan, I support England for 2016. Yeah, and what I've seen, I think we might have made progression in past two tournaments. Yeah, because we made it to semi-final, cool. We made it to the final, cool. But I don't understand why people always complain about football. Yeah, like sometimes I don't really care about the football. To be fair, all I care about is us getting result, is win. But people think Nations League justify Southgate to be sacked. Like, I don't really care about Nations League. It is a waste competition, and plus that competition is the reason why some of the England players that we have, important players, have injuries. Yeah, like Calvin Phillips injured. He's supposed to be one of our important players injured, and Rashford will be, because I think if Rashford carries on the way he is, he probably might start in the World Cup. And with Southgate, he has to, he needs to fix up now. Because I can see what I can see him doing in the World Cup, because I want us to win the World Cup, but I think Southgate can do that with England, because literally was what I've seen in my past 5 years as an England fan. What I want him to see him doing, what I can see him doing my own eyes, I think he's gonna go 4-3-3 with Pickford goal. Back four probably Maguire, Stones, which I would have an issue of. And wing backs would be either Luke Shaw and Kyle Walker. And the midfield three is between Bellingham or Rice and Mount or it depends or Foden. Like I don't and the front three will probably Rashford, Sterling, and Kane. That's what I want to see. But yeah, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, outside, you know what
Can I
is
go
Jeremiah?
next?
Because I'm actually literally gonna come to you next. Reason why I don't get onto you, Jeremiah, because I know how badly you want England to do well. Obviously, when we debated the whole Manchester United thing when we was going through it, so I get it. I know you just want England just to like
So
win
hold
that
on,
World Cup
Flawless. If
more
I
than
say to you,
anything.
I want Arsenal to badly
You know better,
win
man.
the
Jeremiah, young G, man. You know what I'm saying? You
What
know
do you mean
better.
I know better,
You
brother?
know
So you're
better,
not
fam.
gonna
You
allow
older.
me, nah?
You are grown. No, not if you grown.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
you mean
Jeremiah,
now? You
Jeremiah,
know,
how old are
bruv.
you?
You
Shut up,
grown.
man.
Your team
I'm
been
a
shit
grown
since
ass
you've been
man with
alive.
a beard. That's how old I am.
You
Your
grown
team
with
been
kids.
shit since you've been alive. Y'all been second
Exactly.
since you lose.
Just after you said that, I'm gonna mute myself.
It's a bit
Man said
easy.
you're a grown man with kids.
You're grown man with kids. If you kids, you know better with that.
Okay,
Jeremiah, how old are you? Like 19?
Yeah, I'm 20. Yeah, I'm 19 now. Yeah.
He's 19,
Ah,
man.
fair
Man's
enough.
18,
Say no more.
19,
Say
man.
no more.
I get it. If I was on here at 18, 19, I probably would have been saying similar. Not about England, we're just saying similar things because you want your team to do well so bad. You know what I'm
I
saying?
want Arsenal to
So,
win
The
the
thing
league.
is, Flawless,
yeah.
the
I
thing
hear
is,
that,
Flawless,
but you're
yeah.
grown with kids. You know better. That's
Yeah,
what
you
What
it
do you
is.
mean
should
I
know
know
better
better?
than
What?
Flawless.
Hold on,
Right.
let me
That's not in your
no.
resume.
Break that down. What do you mean I
Come
know
on.
better, bruv?
Yo,
You
fam,
have no
fam.
reason to ask.
You're a
No reason
90s
to ask
baby.
that.
You have
You
kids.
guys
You're
are
in
a
your
B
30s.
plus player. You're a B plus
Why are you
player.
making me sound old, bruv? Man said you're
Hey,
a
yo, fam.
90s baby.
You are a
Flawless.
90s
The
baby.
thing is,
Same way
yeah, I'm
I know
saying,
better. If I jumped on here,
993,
wait.
motherfucker.
If I
Season
jumped on
in the
here,
game. That's why I
if,
can tell you your team been shit since the inception of
yeah,
this shit. So you
it's
can't
mad.
ask for no championship.
If I
Hey,
jumped on here,
Eddie,
go
listen,
on.
yeah. It's all
Go
love,
on.
bro. But stay out the fuck out of this one, bruv. I got people flawless right now.
It's facts though. If I jumped on here at the start of the season and was like,
Nah,
yo,
play it
United
up,
are gonna win the league, do this and that. Peter, Jez, Ahmed, Lewis, I'm getting cooked. And rightfully so. Because it's like, right,
bro.
you know better.
Nah, I wouldn't cook you. I'm like,
You
yeah,
will
well,
cook
your
me.
opinions,
Sure,
your
man.
opinions
You will
very
cook me anyway.
highly
You will
respected.
cook me. You know what I'm saying?
Me
I'm saying
cook you?
Ahmed,
I
Peter,
don't think
Jez,
so.
all of them,
Flawless.
I don't think
Lewis,
anyone
everyone
says that.
will.
I think they
I
highly
wouldn't
rate you
cook
for saying
anyone.
that.
Oh,
If
I
I
need
turn,
an answer.
Lewis,
Eddie
wait.
might cook you. Eddie might cook you, but no one else
One at
will.
a time. Well, hold up. If I turned around and said at the start of this season that Manchester United will win the league or could contend for the league, look at Ahmed's face smiling at the thought of it. I would get
I know
cooked
Eddie will cook
every
you.
single
Eddie will be like, what the
It's
fuck
a
what the fuck you
It's a
smoking?
respectful opinion. If it's
That's
Arsenal,
nasty.
something else.
Oh,
It's a
this guy just
respectful
trolling.
opinion.
This guy just trolling. My point is because they know I know better. You know what I'm saying? And that once you get to a certain age,
I
you
hear
know,
you,
and this
fam,
is
but
me
you
not
want to be the
patronizing.
sensible guy
Man's
today, bro.
18, 19. It's like I'm gonna give him leeway.
You
I'm gonna give him leeway. He's 18.
want to give me leeway, bro.
No, because you're grown
Why?
with kids. You
What
know
you
what I'm
mean I've
saying?
got? So what if I'm good?
You're grown with kids.
No
Your
better.
kids, your
Bob, I've been
kids-
waiting 20 years, blood.
Your kids are closer to your age than me and you are to Jeremiah, fam. That's why you should know better. You get what I'm saying in that? You know better. You've seen a lot of football.
And the reason
You know
why
what
I
I'm
say
saying?
this here, like
I'm gonna
Go
go
on.
on mute
the reason
after
I
that.
say it was people talking about. The reason why I'm saying it, literally, people are talked about South as if he's the worst manager England's ever had. Like literally, he's not. Like he's not. He's actually deeper. Because I think people on in this stream say I probably watched England in 20 years say that Hughes was the worst manager if they ever had. We can't say Southgate.
No, but then again,
you know what it is though? I
it's the
think where
bars.
I was coming from,
Jeremiah, I
Flawless,
hear
yeah,
that with
with
the bars
Jeremiah.
low. The bars low.
Do you know? No. Do you know what it is, Jeremiah? I didn't
before him
realize. I
saying
thought you was a little bit older.
It's like
innit?
saying
So,
Mount's our best attacker.
no.
Yes,
Do you know what it is?
it's
I
like,
feel
yes,
like when I come across with
yes.
that, what I said earlier, yeah. I thought you was a little bit older, so I didn't know you was actually like 19, 20, innit?
Yeah, man,
So you wouldn't have actually seen
Yeah.
England the golden era, as they told them in 2002,
I didn't watch.
2004.
I didn't watch that part. Yeah,
what you have to understand is in football years he's young. So when I say you know better, in football years you're not young. In football years, Jeremiah is young.
What are you trying to tell me? I'm 50
Jeremiah,
in football years,
what was the first World Cup you watched that you remember?
I
2014.
I didn't watch World Cup properly. I didn't watch properly because I wasn't interested in football. That's what I was watching because my family was watching.
There you go.
That's
Man, I
why.
ain't even watched the
But
World
I
Cup
started.
yet. That's my point.
And I started.
My
Not
first
even
World Cup was
2018.
2002. I can't even lie. That I remember anyway.
And I started.
Jeremiah,
Wait, has he not seen 2018?
Did you watch 2018?
So me,
World Cup?
no, I did. No, can I say something, please? I did watch 2018 properly. I watched it, and I started watching. I started watching football properly at 2016. That was when I was 13 years old.
In football years,
Yeah.
he a baby.
Oh,
fam.
you
Man
haven't
United
seen
as
any
well.
good United years, bro.
Yeah,
That
he's
is
a big.
rough.
That's why.
Well,
That's
yeah,
why
no.
back to the United thing. Why I gave him leeway because like he didn't see them years, but that we've seen in that. Come, I'm not hearing that from you. You remember Euro 2000? Don't give me no bullshit opinions. You know
No,
this.
I
Know
don't
what I'm
remember
saying?
Euro 2000. Like, I'll be royal with you.
Alright, World Cup
The one, the
2002.
last one I remember
What's the first World Cup you remember
was
watching?
Japan 2002.
2002, fam. That's 20 years
The
ago.
World Cup.
You're
When
20 years.
Ronaldinho and that,
Fam,
the
you're
real
20
goat out there.
You are 20 years in the game. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna lie and say the first World Cup I saw was 2014, bro.
Sure, man. This guy, a dickhead, sure, man. But yo, Jez, we'll go to you on this. We're gonna keep this moving as well. Should Gareth Southgate be sacked before the World Cup?
If I think so, yeah, because you probably can get a better manager, but will it happen? Probably not. In my opinion. If he wasn't sacked after the final, you're never gonna get sacked now. And I think Nations League, nobody really gives a fuck about it. I know people are angry in that, but let's be honest, it's Nations League, bro. Like who gets relegated and that. Just saying, but that's another relegation for Maguire. But I didn't keep it for another day. But
another one, like DJ Khaled says, another one.
Another, come on, but no, like. See, the thing with me is with Southgate, like somebody already earlier said, like you don't need to play sexy football in order to win a World Cup. And not a lot of teams do that, anyways. It's about how you pick your players and give them the instructions on the pitch, and how you set them up in the profile of players you pick and choose. When I see you playing Eric Dyer and Maguire, who both have no sort of agility, not trying to bring the ball forward, not trying to make the long. Not have the ability to make the long pass on a consistent basis, of course you're gonna struggle. You're still picking players like Kyle Walker. Let's be honest, Kyle Walker, the guy is not the guy. For me, the guy's not it anymore. Like you gotta give these young centre backs who are coming up for England give the chance to actually play centre back instead of Kyle Walker that just accommodate someone like Maguire. Like this you hold the team back. Like I said this already, Mark Gay, Tory, even Max Kilman. I think Max Kilman would be perfect in that left side centre back position. Then you have somebody in the middle, and then you have somebody obviously on the right if you want to play free at the back. Then you have to go and choose between who you really want to play at right wing back. Obviously if it's Reece or if it's going to be Trent, and you have to stop playing Trippier at left wing back. Get actually somebody there who can actually naturally play there. If whatever is a Chilwell, whatever is a Saka, play somebody that is actually naturally can actually play well, and don't stop picking Shaw, bro. Because like I said, the issue is if you're gonna continue. I don't like when people use excuse like he picked because he can trust him. Then, but yeah, they were there in 2018 and 2022, but 2021 in the Euros. But again, just. The difference of years, man, 4 years is a lot of time, and eventually you have to start thinking, yo, we need to change up something because this England just really not is. So the backline, obviously, people don't realize how bad of a backline is holding actually England back, in my opinion. Obviously, midfield, we can go there a lot better to play progressive. You can still play negative, but also have better progressive players at your team who can still also play this negative way. Then the midfield. My God, I'm that midfield of Rice and Mount. This will get destroyed in my opinion. And if I had to really be honest, I can't really think
nobody
midfield they can
minimal
put out there.
minerals Mountain. Are you talking
Step
about?
Minerals Mason Mountinho, bro.
Minerals minerals.
Minerals, man.
Anyways,
Yeah, minerals.
anyways,
Fucking man.
anyways, man. Anyways,
the same. Yeah, go on, Jez. Carry on. These men are shameless.
Yeah,
Go on,
like-
carry on.
Relax.
I said
Upper
obviously.
Charles.
I said
Nah, don't
I
relax,
said,
Flawless.
Let him go.
No, I
go
said
on.
multiple times. Southgate should give Bellingham obviously more chances to prove himself in the England team, but that doesn't mean he needs to be playing in the double pivot with Rice. Because let's be honest, I think I had a debate on a space with obviously I was in the Tottenham space. I was talking to they were just talking about England in general. Somebody gassing up Bellingham. He's just true. He's a really, really good player, but people keep forgetting he's like 18, 19. You don't really want to put so much pressure on him. Yeah, let him come off the bench, let him be an impact player. And again, people don't even know what his best position is. He's a passion merchant, yeah, with a lot of energy and technical ability on him. But he likes to be almost everywhere. He wants to be in the final third. He does get stuck in the middle of the. Even defensively, he can contribute. But again, he's still young. And when you come up against experience and top quality, I think he will struggle. And obviously, he will get the learning by playing longer for Dortmund and whatever his next move going to be next summer. He's going to learn as a player, but you don't have to throw him in a double pivot Rice where it's not even his best position. Holding him back, in my opinion. England.
Where does he play? Where does he play for you lot, actually? Where does he play for Dortmund? What position does he play?
He plays as a midfield. Obviously, he plays as a midfielder, but can't even call it free rolling because.
Say that again.
No, but the reason
can you hear me?
Yeah. Go on. Carry on.
I was saying, yeah, you can go after. Now, Bellingham is a weird one because he's evolved everywhere pretty much. You can see him the final.
Okay.
With us, it's different. Like he's not restricted to do just one job in it. But I think what England's also missing is they need somebody that can actually control a midfield in terms of pacing, in terms of progressing the ball retention, everything. If I really have to think about that, in that deep area, I think James Ward-Prowse would be the best option they can pick. Yes, it's not the sexiest name. He's not the sexiest name, but in my opinion, he's the best option to pick. And just be honest, James Ward-Prowse has played in a lot of Southampton teams. He has a lot of experience, and he's a player. I think a lot of reasons why people say they don't want James Ward-Prowse at the team is because
does it count for Ramsdale?
What you mean?
Does it count that he got relegated? He was supposed to get relegated.
I mean, everybody got the relegation.
Bon Lonsdale.
Kane got it. Anyways.
I'm saying because that would have been his fourth relegation as well. So
yeah,
go on, just carry on.
Ramsdale is fine anyway.
That's it. I can hold that.
So, anyways, the only reason why
Christensen, yeah, hold that.
Mbappe in a spliff, bruv. That's what we're holding, bruv.
Hey, listen, Christensen in Barcelona. Hold that.
We put fucking Mbappe in a fucking spliff, bruv.
Yeah. What do you mean we put Mbappe? Nah, bruv. Are you Christensen? Are you a Barcelona fan, bruv?
Nah.
Look at this shit, bruv. I know you already switched from Arsenal in 2006, bro.
Denmark 2022, bruv. It's happening. It's happening, bro.
Why are you laughing? He did say
it's not funny.
Why am I laughing? Do you want me to laugh louder so you can hear me louder, bro? I'm laughing, bro.
Gorgeous. One second.
I will laugh last, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna get.
It's all love.
I'm gonna finish quickly because obviously other people want to speak as well. But yeah, like I said, he only doesn't have this move because Southampton is pricing out of a move where it's a lot of money. But I don't. He's a solid. Then the front three, the front three is weird because let's be honest, people don't want to talk about it, but KD's been stinking out the place for England for a minute. I don't remember him actually playing well for England in the minutes. I think the only attacker that I can say that recently actually has done something for England was Sterling. But even him though, he looks.
What's your opinions on Saka at White Ring then? Obviously not last game because he obviously didn't play right wing last game, but like the game before.
What did he play last game? What position did he play last game?
No. Like I said before, about obviously not last game because he obviously didn't play right ring. But I'm saying like in other games before he was playing right ring. Like, what's your opinions on that?
Did he play left back?
I don't think.
Back from.
That was the last game.
I'm not Eddie. Yeah, I'm your number one fan. Yeah, don't make me change my name.
Yo, one sec, man. Yo, let's just go in it because we need to run through it. You got continue to get your questions in. Go on, just carry on.
I think in general, I don't think Saka plays bar winger in England. I said obviously. Me personally, I believe there's potential that he can be a really good left wing back because I still see Joff playing for England at left wing back, and sometimes you got to sacrifice yourself in order to the team. And I think he would be a better left wing back than Shaw, but at right wing, he isn't really that bad in my opinion. So if Southgate would be playing him at right wing, I wouldn't be completely mad at it. I understand it. If he plays at wing back, I wouldn't be mad at it. I think that would be a good idea, and I think. Yeah, it's a little bit. I don't think there's another international game before the World Cup, so it's late to kind of experiment on that. But the issue is like
They'll
even
be
Foden, he doesn't play well.
friendlies.
Foden doesn't play well. Play well for England. Bowen just came in. Even Bowen in club level looks kind of washed.
If this guy ends up taking 4 or 5 right backs again,
go on.
No, I'm just saying on Jez's thing, like, because
to conclude my before we go, I just want to conclude my what I was saying that is that
fair enough.
Call out certain things in the team. There's certain things I call out in the because many will always call out the midfield, but I think there's a bigger issue with the attack and also with not bigger issue, but there's also an issue with the defense and there's an issue with attack. And I think the way just Southgate overall just sets these guys up, it's just like you don't choose the right profile to benefit, get the most out of the attackers, for example, or the midfielders. The midfielders cannot help the defenders or can help the attackers, and the attackers, they just don't do anything they're not connecting with each other. So you have an overall issue with the team, and it goes down to the manager. Yes, the players are performing, should the players take blame? 100%. I believe some of these players need to take some blame. Some of them, they play, but then it's about the manager changing it up, right? Choosing the right job. Because I think Tony wasn't even on the bench last game. I think he had 3 goalkeepers, and Tony wasn't even on the bench to change. So that's on the manager.
Yeah,
so yeah,
like
really get sacked. Really get sacked. No, in my opinion, after the World Cup, I don't think he's going to win the World Cup with England. So I think after the World Cup, he will be gone. So everybody can be happy about this. I don't know why. Everybody's like so angry. Like, I know you have to suffer for this World Cup, but afterwards you would be probably fine. Depends who you hire though.
Calm. Yo, big up Scott in the building as well. What are you saying, Scott? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, bro.
Yeah, man. Good to have you here as always. Ahmed, we'll go to you though. Should Gareth Southgate be sacked before the World Cup?
Yeah, of course he should be sacked. I mean,
said, of course.
It's not really like, yes or no sort of thing. He should be like it's facts, bro. Like, if you're honest, the last 2 runs that he's had in the World Cup, he's flopped. He should have basically won the Euros. Well, though Italy's a better team in my opinion. So maybe I'm a bit, double standing there. But he had that was basically his best chance of getting a trophy, the Euros. And I feel like particularly like towards the end of last season when we had like Hungary, Germany, and even now, it does seem that the players have sort of the levels have dropped for them. I don't know if that's like a club thing. Some of it might be, but the other thing is, oh my god. So basically, like some of it might obviously be energy levels, but it does seem like they're not playing for him, man. And some of his decision making is just questionable. Like, I don't know why in this day and age we're still taking Luke Shaw. Listen, that's, you know what I mean? Luke Shaw, he brought Luke Shaw in the I can't believe it. I actually couldn't.
That's not even the biggest culprit, bro. The centre back for.
And literally, then you got Maguire and Dyer.
Yeah, that's the crimes against that. Yeah. That should never happen.
That's crimes against centre backs.
Yes, that is crimes against centre backs. Yes, Maguire and Dyer is a pairing we should never see in a 2 or 3. We shouldn't see that in League Cup matches. But carry on, go on.
Bro, that's terrible, bro. Like, I would have told Dyer, bro, to just tell the manager to sit down, bro. Himself.
And then like the midfield thing, is that obviously you've got Bellingham and
Peter. Do you like my name?
Which it doesn't really work, of course. Then there's Calvin Phillips. And the thing with Calvin Phillips is, that guy's injury prone as fuck, bro. Like, he's not gonna play. Like, he'll probably play one game. Oh, the side of me is like really hurt, and then like the game will basically end. So what's the point?
Hey, Ahmed, why are you talking about his injury record? You're flexing Calvin Phillips in midfield, talking about winning major tournaments. Come on, man.
No, I'm saying that he's injured. Like,
yeah. Why are you saying that? It's Calvin Phillips. Even if
but I'm just saying
he's not a game changer still.
I'm not a game changer still, but I'm just saying even if he was the primary one, he's not going to be able to play midfield.
If he's fit, he'll be a starter.
Well, he's not going to play anyway, so he's. I'm just talking about him.
You're crying about Calvin Phillips' injury record of all the things to cry about.
No, I'm just talking about it from different. Starting defense, I'm going to midfield and then going for attack, one step at a time. Relax,
guys. Fuck that. The midfielders are shit.
Anyway, well, you can just culminate. I'm not trying to just come.
No, because we're saying, why the hell are you wasting time on
Hey, like,
Kevin?
you're getting
somebody
blinded.
else who actually.
Hey, I'm just continue, man.
Time,
Just continue.
one last time.
You can't see the forest, man.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're good. I'm just saying how it is. But hey, just me. But the attack, that attack. Like I can't lie to you, man. The Kane thing is not working, man. I'm gonna be honest. Like Kane, he's a great player, but he's not working. And going in deep, and then the little thing that he
Pause.
Nah.
That's a pause. We'll let him know.
That's a big pause.
Because Jez mentioned the same thing. So go on now.
No, but I'm actually.
Don't help him. Let him use no shovel to dig. Go ahead.
No, because relax, Eddie, man. You're even mad, bro. Okay, but no, because I don't want him to. I don't want the style of play that he does at Tottenham. I want him to be in the box. Like it should be like your wingers that are the creative wingers that we actually need to be doing that. But the problem is, what do you mean why?
What do you mean? What
Kroos
do
is
I
like
mean?
he's about to punch someone.
Why do you prefer Harry Kane to be a fox in the box in this setup? Why?
The main reason why is because there's no one in the box whenever the wingers are there. Because he comes in deep, he creates. Then you have Sterling there, and whoever is on the right hand side. And then when they come in, there's no one to make the final pass to. So
okay. So Ahmed, let's imagine Harry Kane's playing like Brexit Chicharito, right? And he's being a fox in the box.
Hey, put some respect on Chicharito, man. Premier League
champion.
Hey,
fuck Chicharito.
Yeah, what did he hurt you, Lewis?
What's the violence going on right now? What do you mean, bro? What do you mean, blood?
Every time. In the
because he always scored against you.
Is it because he spun your team, Lewis? Yeah?
Carry on.
Like a Beyblade, bruv.
You know about players being spun like a Beyblade. Remember Coquelin?
I don't even remember it, to be fair.
Right, you two relax. Go on. Carry on.
We're in an alternate universe.
Is that from your guy who can't even make it in the Madrid team?
Yo, relax.
We're in an alternate universe. Harry Kane's a poacher striker. Aren't you still having the same issues because there's no one to create chances?
That's my next point.
Harry Kane's not come off.
Ahmed,
I'm just going slowly, man. Can you just not let me speak?
Ahmed, why are you crying about the way the chances are getting created? If you understand,
if you had let me finish, you would have.
Let him
more to it.
Man said Conference League Brian, bro.
Hold up, man.
Man's trying to say you're the Conference League Brian, bro.
Yo, let him go. It was an interesting thing Peter had to say, but yeah, go on. Nah, Ahmed, you should have said.
I'm glad you caught that, Lewis.
That's why I've always said
wanting to play that way, anyways. That makes no sense.
But that's why I've always said, we should have had Madison to create centrally, and that would have allowed Kane to create centrally.
Let him go, Jeremiah.
Then you would have had at least Kane in the Kane. Who's in the box,
what you're saying is there should be a 10 in there to help create, and you want Harry Kane to be higher up the pitch. Is what you're saying? He's dropping off and he's playing from too deep a position on the pitch. Is what you're saying? Okay, cool. I'm just trying to clarify.
That's
Mason Mount.
Mason Mount for what? To be on the bench? Yeah.
He would be a good bench. Had it out the drink.
Guys, we're all saying.
Must have 1 out of time like he didn't jump in himself, bro.
We're all on the same page. We're all on the same page. This group of players are limited. Yeah,
this group of players are Sugar Puff FC.
One sec, come, let him go.
We want to see some of them utilized differently. We'd like to see different football. All these things we pretend to care about in the absence of results, when really deep down we don't give a fuck. We're just mad that the team is losing or feel some type of way because the team's underachieving. We feel right. These players are limited. The coach is limited. That's a shitty situation to be in as somebody who has the important duty to support that nation. That sucks. For you guys, that fucking sucks. I'm in the same boat with my country I'm supposed to support, which I don't because fuck them. But look, the end of the day,
energy.
You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. Get over it. Get the crying out now. And then when you get crashed on by Senegal in the World Cup, it's not gonna be that disappointing.
Yeah,
it's cool.
That's the thing, though, Pio. When you look at it, like everyone here, I think mine is Jeremiah. I like even England fans anyway. That's the I get what you're saying when you talk to
Ahmed was on a stream I was just on. I said,
you started in the chat. Play Saka in exposition.
Yeah.
All of these little solutions, guys.
I agree with that.
Here's the thing. I actually think in terms of the structure, Southgate's doing the smartest thing he could with this group. Midfield's your weakest area. You don't have people to dictate the tempo of the game. You don't have a reliable pair of sixes to make a pivot with and commit numbers going forward behind that and like help stabilize your team with. You don't have any of that. So why are we then going to take off a right back playing in a center back position to pick between fucking Jude Bellingham and Calvin Phillips? It doesn't. Mason Mount, James Maddison. These are all different flavors of mid. These are all different flavors of mid.
I just want to say one thing.
Like I refuse to exist in the world where James Madison.
I just want to say one thing.
Hi, Peter. I'm sorry. I'm scousing that.
Different, yeah, I'm taking that, yo.
It's fine, but like
I just want to say one thing.
They're all mid.
Hey,
like,
Peter, I'll let you know. I'll give you full credit every time I use it.
I'm made an impassioned argument for James Madison. You would have thought he was talking about Bernardo Silva. If we had Bernardo Silva sitting on the sidelines, I hear you. Just put him in and everything's probably cool. I hear it. It's James Madison. He's cool in FPL, get you some points. It's cool as fuck. Right? But like, this isn't a solution. It can't be a solution. We're not a James Madison away. Like, we're not. Stop. We're not that close. We're not that close. Like, we're James Madison away from maybe drawing with Hungary instead of losing 4-0. I don't know. But, like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't fucking matter.
Man's taking a piss, bro.
That's why you got minimus mount.
Man said instead of a 4-0 L, we're taking a 1-1 draw, bro.
The sooner y'all get it, y'all get this shit straight.
Go on, Eddie. We'll get to you, Eddie.
Do not have the sauce that is required to win a
Lewis.
competition.
Let him go. Yo, come, 1 sec. Go on.
You're not built like that. We was talking about, my brother Jeremiah said, okay, with confidence, Pickford, Ingo, Maguire, Stones, Shaw. What?
Yeah.
What?
You telling me I'm running?
No. I said what I can see. No, I said what I can see. So I can see
exactly. And what you can see,
Lewis, where you at, bro? I'll come link you with this fat spliff I've got.
What you see, I ain't trying to see at any point in my life, my bro. I ain't trying to see that for nobody, not even my rival. But let me tell you this right now. They're not going to fire Southgate. He fits the mold of what the FA want. They're not going to fire him. Listen.
Yeah, who's we, by the way?
Eddie, let me ask you though. Do you think he should be fired? I'm asking you.
Of course, he's a fucking bum. He's a fucking bum.
But who's we? Who's we? Who's we? Because I don't speak French, so who's we?
Yeah, it's not we, man. We know what they mean. Go on, Eddie.
By we, Camps, we're talking like the wider England public who support the team.
England fans.
Well, they're delusional. I'm
an England fan.
I'm delusional.
Don't take it personally.
You're cool. Great. I'm sorry that you're new to this. You'll grow out of this.
I'm a Scotland fan, so I'm used to it.
I'm telling you, man. Look, what it is, guys. Y'all don't have the facilities for that, big man, as y'all say out there, man. Wingers.
No, no. What it is, you know what it is, yeah. With England, do you know what I hate about England? No, do you know what I hate about England?
Cam, let him go first, man. Let him go. Go on, Eddie. Carry on.
This guy's talking to a drunk Cam, bro. Oh my god,
yeah,
bro. You're forgetting who I am, bro. You forget I just interact with everyone. I don't give up. Listen, even at my work, they say, "Yo, let him." I'm like, no, bro. This is me, bro.
Guys, exhibit A in the chat. Somebody said free Madison in all caps. This cannot be what your national team is resigned to.
Oh my god.
Yeah, free Mal.
Before. It was
That's not
before.
Hey, freedom hype, man. This is not America.
Hey, please put him on block. Who said that?
Like,
Hey, Diamond, big up yourself. Diamond, I'll just see that. Big up yourself.
No,
what is this, man?
Hey, pull up that. Hey, where's the comment? Please pull up that comment. Hey, Flawless, please pull up that comment. I want to see it.
I don't know where the comment is.
Shout out to you.
Big up, Diamond.
Are you guys not seeing what the real problem is here?
P, I remember when there was free Grealish.
Oh my lord! Oh my lord!
Actually sounds like a good idea.
Whatever I was gonna say, I don't want to say nothing else.
Like, this isn't a bad. I'm not saying it's a bad idea to play James Madison. Obviously, it might help you, but like, what is the end goal? Respectfully lose to France instead of get embarrassed, or like what are we really talking here?
That's the England way, bro. Lose with style. Trust
me.
Lose with passion, man.
Come on, lose with passion.
Lewis,
beat your chest and cry at the end.
Lewis, when have England lost with style recently?
Listen, man, they want passion, desire.
Yeah, you got a point, but no. That's what people want, though. You know
I don't even know, you know.
You know what we are, Lewis?
Exactly.
Remember, like Kofi, you know, like when Kofi Kingston and he was the fake Jamaican and that. That's what he was on. Lose with style. Come in the ring, jump high, be athletic, and get beat.
And so with
That's
the
what they
fake
want.
accent and everything, bro.
Hey, winner. I'm not here to see your trolling, bro. I don't want to see John Joe Shelby, fam.
You know what
Go
I
on,
think
Eddie.
of when I think of
Yeah,
losing in
sorry.
Your
style?
answer's Ruben Loftus-Cheek, bro.
When I think of losing in style, I think of Dortmund in the Champions League final in 2013. That's losing in style. Like you got a legendary match. You lost to the end. People cried. They still feel good about you. But like England, you take a 1-0 lead. You play terror ball for 120 minutes and you lose. That's not stylish. That's just losing. Like stop this. You had 38%. You had 38% of the ball in the European final in your home ground. That's not stylish. You just lost to a team that didn't even make the World Cup. Their striker is Immobile. Their best winger from that tournament has a torn ACL now. Their second best one plays at Sassuolo. What are we talking about?
No, that's not the second best. No, the second best one plays.
What are we talking about?
Yeah, Peter's taking a
you
piss.
broke up, Jez. The second best one plays where? What did you say?
I said the second best winger plays for Toronto FC.
Who?
Hey,
Insigne.
Does he play for Toronto? Is he not in United?
Yeah,
he
went to Toronto, bro.
I'll go one better there. You know, Bernadeschi.
This is who we're getting packed by, but we run the best league in the world, guys. Cool.
What is
Go on, Scott. Go on. 1 sec, Ahmed. Go on, Scott.
I was just going to say, you know, Bernadeschi plays with him as well.
Yeah.
Yo, finished, man.
It's coming up.
They're gonna kill me, bro. The guy plays for LAFC, bro. Are you kidding me, bro? LAFC, Toronto FC.
Man said that second best winger plays for Sassuolo.
I'm just gonna say, I just want you guys to know, Gareth Bale doesn't actually play meaningful minutes for LAFC. If he packs England,
listen, he's doing much fitness hype.
You will have gotten packed by an MLS bench warmer. And like, you know what? It's guys, it's fine.
He is not having it, bro.
This World Cup's gonna be lit.
Except that you're not gonna win. Like grieve now, so when you get packed, it doesn't hurt.
Oh my god, I can only imagine.
I shed a tear. Look, I shed a tear.
I've accepted it. I said another.
Go ahead, Scott.
I said another stream. I want us to beat the US just because it's funny, and then just get backed by Wales and Iran and just go out in a group stage.
Scott, this is what I said. We have to beat England. Why not? And then you finish third and you finish fourth, and we both lose.
You did say that.
Exactly. There we go.
You better on the same page. You better legit on the same page.
Hey, listen. The day England get KO'd in the World Cup, yeah, I need to be either on stream or watching stream when Pete is there because he's about to cook. I can already tell. Man's gonna be in the kitchen. Man's gonna be in the kitchen chefing it up like Gordon Ramsay, bro.
England are great for the channel still because that Euros final we trended. Shout out to everyone that locked in as well. That was crazy. That's the biggest live stream we've ever done. That shit, I think, like 19K.
Like,
so
bigger,
far, you know what I'm saying?
The thing is, people watching. You can say, "Who's this random American guy? Why does he hate England so much?" You're right. I do hate the England national team, but like, let's stop this. Free Madison, it's not that can't be.
The man's not a savior, man. What the hell?
Free Phil Jones. He said that.
You're telling me. All right, so let's just say, let's say England get out of this group. Let's just pretend. Let's fucking pretend.
Who wins?
England get out of this group. Oh, you know what? Let's go one step further. By some grace of God, you win this group, and you get to play Senegal in the round of 16. Do you think a hypothetical James Maddison is going to be the difference between winning and losing?
I don't think James Maddison should be in the team. I don't even think he's England's best attacking midfielder. I don't think he should be in the 11.
He's not, though. We got to find a right about him. What are you on about, man?
That's adorable.
They've got Mendy and Koulibaly. It's finished anyway.
They got a chance, actually. Mendy and Koulibaly are pitching up. England got a chance. We'll go on, carry on.
You played Ukraine, who was about to have their country torn up by Russia, and you played fucking Denmark. And their best player died in the first game of the tournament and got brought back to life and couldn't play for the rest of the tournament. Let's stop lying about this. And then
he came back with that dog in him as well. But go on, Gary.
Yeah, he came back, but like their best player died. Ukraine, let's not even get into it.
He nearly died, but AC intercepted it.
He did die. He got brought back. So like, cool. England got to the final of one tournament. The path is laid out for this one. Like, whereas in the last World Cup, England got second in that group and ended up playing Colombia and kind of got over because they were next to the group of life. You're next to France. And if you get second in the group, you're immediately next to the Netherlands or Senegal. Like, you're playing the Netherlands, Senegal, and or France by the quarterfinals. You're playing 2 of those teams, unless France get dumped out. So like you're screwed. Let's stop this.
Surfer, shut up. Sorry to cut you out. Surfer being a
That's what I'm
dickhead in the
saying.
chat. Go on,
Like, here's the thing. Like, free Patrick Bamford. Fuck it. Since we're throwing out mid players, free Calvert-Lewin. Man, I don't even know if he can walk.
Free Tammy.
This is what I'm saying. I'm trying to say Tammy and fucking Ivan Toney and some sort of BLM front line. That's not getting us anywhere.
Free Rob Holding.
Why not, man? Why not?
Free
He's got
Madison,
hair now, apparently. Why not? Free Rob Holding, free Conor Gallagher. I don't know. Like, what are we talking about?
Different flavors of mid is genius, yo.
Free Tamori, free Tamori.
Flawless, think about it. Flawless. We saw a midfield of Marco Verratti, Jorginho, and Nico Barella get hooped on by fucking Koke, Busquets, and Pedri in the Euros, right? Meanwhile, in the other semifinal, you had Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice versus Denmark's midfield without Eriksen because he was busy not trying to die in the hospital, right? So, like, fair enough. But, like, when we talk about midfield levels and we talk about levels of players, England just don't have it. You're going to run into a nation that has better midfield operators than you. You're going to get 40% of the ball, and then we're going to act shocked, and we're going to be mad when Southgate subs off a left back for a left back in minute 77 because you've had 4 touches and they're attacking third for the last 70 minutes. We're going to be like, oh, how dare him. You don't have the players.
Hey, man, let's get
don't have the minerals. They don't have the minerals.
You're talking about England is the greatest.
That's why Southgate said
all I gotta say is, man, hashtag unlock Mount, man.
Fuck it. Like, why not?
Free tacos.
Why not?
I respect Tuskowski, man.
Free up gay.
Free up anyone. Literally anyone. Eddie, do you want to play for England?
Can we talk about how overrated the English
team is? Eddie, do you want to play for England?
I think we do.
Free up Eddie, innit? Free up Eddie.
The ancestors won't allow it. The ancestors
won't allow it. But Eddie, I think me and you do a better job than Rice and Phillips in the midfield. Let's go.
Hey,
go
and you know the best. If Rice and Phillips doesn't work in midfield, you know what your backups are? A 20-year-old Jude Bellingham and Jordan Henderson. It doesn't get better.
Don't forget Conor Gallagher.
Yes.
Hey, don't forget Money Minerals Mount, innit?
Yeah, Minerals Mason Mountino.
Yeah, Monopoly Money Mount, innit? Monopoly Money Mount, we're gonna call him from now on.
I need
Yo, Surfer, if that's you, let me know in it. Message me. Someone just tried to enter. Surfer, if that's you, let me know. I'll get you in.
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna cut soon because I'm gonna go watch some hand egg like a real true American. I refuse to talk about England.
I said hand egg. Was that NFL?
Yeah, I'm a proud
man
American.
said hand egg, bruv. What a G.
Not really though. Shout out to the homeland. Big up Black Diamond in the chat.
The NFL, aka NEL.
Next month. My mom's gonna be there. But yeah, it's guys, it is what it is. I'm sorry England fucking suck. But like once we get past it, like just shed your tears now, then just enjoy it. Look, like don't get mad when you go 1-0 down against the US to some double deflected own goal kind of bullshit. Don't get upset.
Another Rob Green.
When Iran have 11 players in their own box and you draw 0-0 with no shots on target, don't get mad. Carlos Queiroz is back. That's exactly
I have to be there that day.
Should have called up Charles when we had the chance.
Assistant manager again. He's not their head coach. He's their assistant coach again.
Hey,
he was their head coach in the last World Cup. I think he's coached them like 3 different times, but he's on their bench. So when
Winter Surf is just fucking Googling names now, bro.
Hey, free Dwight McNeil. I think Dwight McNeil is like Irish or some shit.
I don't know.
Ben Godfrey's ankle exploded because Kai Havertz is shit. But it's a different discussion. But
hey, that's the biggest press he's done all season. Mad.
But again, like we have a chat. We have a message for Bellingham in the chat, guys. We're not Bellingham away from winning. We're not.
That's fair.
We're not Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Declan Rice, Jesus Christ himself. Like, it doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Hey,
that's depressing. This is where we are. So stop getting wrapped up in international football. Enjoy your few days off from work to watch England get piped. Enjoy some days out in the sun if God smiles on you in November in the UK, which he probably won't.
Bro, even if he smiles on us, we don't get heat.
But hey man, like real football is back next week.
Let's go.
Support another country. That's what I'm gonna do. Support
you got? Who you backing?
Come on, Denmark.
Uruguay.
Come on, Ghana.
Uruguay. I'm just
You say
backing
Uruguay.
African nations.
You're
Carry it.
You're a devil, man.
No, Uruguay
Hey,
ain't gonna
you
come.
know,
Allow
Peter.
man. No, no, Uruguay,
we
man.
dunking on that.
You know what? It
I'm
makes
back-
sense why
I'm-
Peter would like
I'm
them.
back
You know
in
what I'm
the
saying?
US.
Them
I'm back in the
anti-ballers
US.
and that. It sits. They're villains. You're a villain. It makes sense, man.
Hey,
You know
that
what I'm
was my
saying?
country last World Cup. But
I'm back in the US.
you know what it is?
I'm back in
You know what it
Somalia.
is? Deep down, I want Portugal
Back
to
in
get knocked out.
England, man.
Portugal.
I'm back in the US because
Sorry.
Scotland didn't make it.
Sorry about Portugal.
I'm fucking
Back in
England,
the
innit?
US. That is worse than back in England, King.
That's
Hey,
what I'm
listen,
saying.
I'd rather the US than England.
You think your problems are bad? You know.
Bro, hey, listen,
Hey,
I'm
no, I
Scottish,
can't-
innit? Like, we didn't
this-
even fucking make it. So,
Hey, Cam.
There's
I
more
can't
people in the
speak on
U.S.
this
now
US
hacking the
team.
U.S., man.
Hey, Cam, go look at the US's stats in their most recent friendly. Somebody.
it's all right, man. I'll still back them over England, bro.
Hey, man, we'll get a shot on target one of these games. It's all good.
Watch the US make it further than England do, bro.
Oh, we're both going out together. This is what you guys don't get.
Just
I
watch.
can't wait for this.
England will beat USA
really,
comfortably.
I really can't.
I
Before you might continue,
You
one
US
second,
comfortably?
Yo,
Hey,
you man, one
Rob
second.
Green says otherwise, brother.
Yeah, one sec.
Oh, man said
Yo,
mango
Cam, one
moon,
sec.
bruv. That's my drink, bruv. How do you know about my drink, bruv? Sorry.
Yo,
I think that's
calm
the
down
mango
one sec.
gas that Rob
Yo, there's
Green
over
is
60 of you lot locked in, which is big. Yo, make sure you hit that like button, man.
I
Hit that
want
like
the
button.
tweeters.
I know some of you lot are new. Subscribe to the channel as well, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Get your questions in. We will get to them. Don't worry. I didn't expect this conversation to go the way it's gone, but this is Sarcasm City
Why
TV,
didn't we?
ladies and gentlemen. Like, I didn't know there was going to be 10 people here. It's just
Let's talk about why England are bad.
I only came because I'm drunk as a motherfucker,
4
bruv.
seconds. Anyways, guys, if you're watching the video on YouTube, like the video.
Can I ask a question as well?
If you like football content, Jez,
Yeah,
hold
Jez,
on.
yeah, what's it?
Like and subscribe. All the housekeeping. Probably doing some
let
shitty
Peter go. Yeah.
tomorrow. I don't know. You guys play tomorrow? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, Germany.
Yeah, I'll play
Yeah,
Germany at 7 o'clock. Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Down on a 0-0 because you have Kai Havertz and
Hey,
Timo Werner.
Diego, I still at my pub, bro.
Oh, international. I still can't. Fuck's sake.
But
See,
yeah,
Bruv, mango moon at my pub, my
love
team.
you guys. I'm out.
All right, look, fam, every time.
I love big
Go
team.
on, Jez. What did you want to ask? Go on.
Obviously, England, know this, but I want to ask about the France national team, though, because I think,
No stress.
I think as much as I believe there, as much as we speak about how Southgate should be sacked by England, I also believe the shot is to go, bro. I just think, obviously, the team has some issues, but I feel like he's not utilizing the team anymore at his best to get the best out of everybody. Team. It's expansive.
What do you?
I don't think
so you want more expansive football from him?
No. I don't think they even need expansive football. I think the issue is how he sets them up and the players he picks. I think it's kind of similar to what it is with Southgate. Like both of them have kind of like both of them have the kind of like feeling of like you have the players there, but you don't use them to the best ability and the way you want to play football, in my opinion. And also with him, it's like he kind of reminds me also like Joachim Löw, where he overstated his welcome, in my opinion. Like he's been at the job for so long. Well, like he still has this World Cup tax on him, where like you still have so much credit of that. Where like people are saying, "Oh, yeah, but you World Cup for you won the World Cup for France," and I don't like when people use this. Yeah, but he won this. Yeah, but he won that. What is about what you do now? And as of now, let's be honest, France has not been even before the Euros. Of course, I said France going to win the World Cup, but because of expectation of how good the sport is. But I wasn't impressed with France. And then sorry.
Bro, when did Ahmed get to the bridge?
Sorry, no. I
Literally,
said
no. I wanted to say something in it, but then I know
go.
it flows. But let it land.
I'll let you land. Let him land.
You see, I've not landed yet.
Before
But yeah, go on.
Before the Euros, they didn't impress me much. And even going into this World Cup, they don't impress me. Again, you can also say in Devil Advocate, you can say that form doesn't really matter because when you're at the World Cup, everything can change. But in the same time, like, I just don't see anything can turn around, because I was saying if it doesn't turn around now, I'm struggling to see when it turns around. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I'll be right back.
I'm not a manager who just leave France now. Yeah,
maybe he has, because
he has been there a long time.
He has been there a long time. Scott, go to you. I want to. Yeah, go on, Jeremiah. Go on. What are you gonna say?
It's one I want to say, yeah, because everyone kept talking about it, yeah, it's about the right back thing, yeah. Like, I understand why people are so angry about the right back situation, yeah, but I think it's smart thinking from Southgate, because personally for me, like, England only got 2 left backs, and that's Sean Chilwell, yeah. And I can see him going to the World Cup. So what if both of them get injured, yeah? Who's gonna come in the left back position? Because Trippier will get in, because Trippier will just go straight in, and Trippier, for me, personally, has done well whenever he plays left back. I never seen him put any foot wrong like they did in Euros. Like, look at France, for example. Think about it, yeah. If you actually think about it for a second, yeah. Why do you think France got knocked out by Switzerland, yeah, in round 16? Because they had to play Rabiot there for all 4 games, and they struggled in that tournament. They didn't have no left back at all when 2 of their best left backs got injured. So that's why they picked for right. I understand why people are so pissed off why Southgate picked for right back, because in case any of the 2 best left backs get injured, then one of them was gonna come in. And yeah, that's what I'd say. That's what my
see. But that's the thing. But you just said that. But that's the thing. Though you just said that obviously with France, the injuries problem was why someone had to play there. That's fair enough. But for me, in my opinion, when you have players there that can further position out, who are naturally also playing there, I think it benefits the team a lot more than just putting players in there who just because you trust in those players. I think it's about a deal. And why wouldn't you just try out and Trippier as a right wing back who can just put in the cross? Because the thing is, the issue is here, even if Trippier plays well as the left wing back, because he's not left-footed and he has to play inverted. So you have no overlaps from the left. And who's your left winger? Like what? It depends who you start at the left wing. Let's say Sterling plays on the left wing. So you have like
left winger and right back.
Yeah, okay. So you have the left winger. You have the left winger there now with
there's no
Sterling,
balance.
which it's just no balance.
You have the same issues.
I think you would. Yes, literally. So for me, in my opinion, you would benefit someone when you have an option with somebody who can overlap. You see, even sometimes with Chelsea, with how Chilwell sometimes can get into the box like he does aggressively. I think it would benefit England a lot more, in my opinion.
Yeah, he definitely should play over anyone else. Well, yeah, go on, Scott. I want to hear your thoughts on.
I was just gonna say, on the right wing back thing, if someone like a Trippier or a James or whoever plays left wing back, it means your left winger has to be someone who's left footed, who's going to stay wide. So that by default probably means Saka has to play left wing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And if that's the case, you might as well just play him left wing back. Beyond that, Southgate, I don't think he will be sacked. I don't think he should be sacked before a World Cup. I just don't see it makes sense. He should 100% be sacked after.
Thank you, Scott.
100% be sacked after it.
But if you had the ability to sack him now, would you, or would you keep? If you was in charge, so you keep.
No, I wouldn't. It doesn't make sense because it means, because I saw someone mention this on Twitter. It's like it means the next manager's first game is going to be the World Cup. That's that just doesn't make sense. It's like, yeah, we want him sacked because he's a terrible manager, but it doesn't make sense. Give him this World Cup, like I mentioned earlier. Just get packed in by Wales and Iran. Go out in a group stage. Sack him then. Cool.
Scott, it's kind of like the equivalent of sacking a manager before. It's like the equivalent of sacking a manager before a semi-final or something. It makes no sense.
Yeah, man. I think just knows all about that.
Hold on. Let's not act like that's anybody's point here. We understand it's not feasible to sack this dude because he's too tied down. But does he deserve it is the genuine question that people need to ask. That's what people need to come to grips with. I'm shocked that people still give this dude a chance after he's embarrassed y'all on national, on universal, goddamn worldwide platforms year after year after year. Right? It's about maintaining a winning culture, some type of winning atmosphere. Y'all have not scored in 5+ games.
Eddie, just to add to your point real quick, when you said about no, Eddie, just to say like this, I'm gonna put it in perspective. Yeah,
go on.
He's embarrassed England on BBC, on ITV, on Sky Sports. Yeah, because in the last 4 years, England internationals have moved from Sky Sports, from BT to Sky Sports to BBC to ITV and Channel 4. He's actually embarrassed England on every UK platform there is.
I don't know of a single country. I don't know of a single European country. A one that's highly established. That is highly established. who has the availability of having every single elimination game in their backyard, gets to where it matters most, scores a goal in like the first 5 minutes, and the rest of the game is absolute shit. I don't know if you can hear me because he's fucking.
That's cool. No stress. Keep going.
Anarchy out here and shit. I don't know if anybody else can do that in any other country. If that should happen in France, he probably can't even go back to Paris. That should happen in Spain. He can't go to Barcelona. But somehow, some way, this dude gets away with it all the time.
You see what the difference is, Eddie? You see what the difference? Sorry, before you go, you see what the difference is between the countries you mentioned and England is. Their thing is winning. It's not a taking part thing. Like, he got hailed up for making a final and making a semi-final because it is a good achievement, but it shouldn't have been celebrated. It was celebrated like England won those tournaments, and that's the difference.
It's like I said. You know when he got to the fight. You know when he got to the semis of the World Cup. Listen, I live right next to the fucking place where they actually changed for like 48 hours because England got to the semis. Yeah, they changed the name of Southgate Station fucking to Gareth Southgate Station. All because this team got to the fucking semi-finals of the World Cup.
I know,
and you're trying to tell me this country ain't meaty, bro.
Yeah, but
this whole country is meaty, bro.
I know, and that's what I want to say.
DVDs might be releasing that.
You guys can have a conversation.
No, Prime. Let me say one thing. I was actually I've got video evidence.
I know.
Yeah, I've got picture evidence of me going on a bus at midnight, bro, watching these man change the fucking sign from Southgate and adding Gareth to it.
I know, that's my point. Look, listen, you guys can argue about
this media ass country, bro.
There's no argument. It's no argument at all. There's no argument at all.
Can I? Thank you.
Yeah, go on.
You guys
ain't nobody arguing about no bums, bro. You arguing about yourself.
Go on, Prime.
You guys can talk or argue about whether he should be sacked or not. Like England, with all due respect, you're not Germany, you're not France, you're not Spain, you're not Brazil.
1966. That's what I'm gonna say, bruv.
Yeah, but exactly. You're not a big nation. Like, this is the best you're gonna get. So this is what it is.
The thing is,
hey, listen. All respect to the Queen, yeah. All respect to the Queen, yeah. We ain't been shit. And now the Queen's gone, bruv. We ain't shit no more, blood. This is what people don't fucking realize in this country.
Maybe she was holding you guys back. You never know.
No. Do you know how I say that? You know why I know I say that? Yeah, bruv. 6 months ago, the pound to the US dollar, yeah, was like 1.4, yeah, 1.4 something, and to the euro was like 1.15 or whatever it was, yeah. I saw the pound to the US dollar and the euro today. It's bruv, they're even. They're basically fucking even though. Now, do you know why that is? It's because since that, like I said, R.I.P. the Queen, yeah. Since she's died, she was our only, whether people like it or not, yeah, that was our only main attraction, bruv. Outside football itself, the Queen was the main fucking attraction to this.
That wasn't why the pound fell. That was
now she's gone, bruv. The pound's dropped, bruv. This country is so meaty, bruv.
It's not. It's the reason why the pound has dropped due to economic reasons.
Exactly.
It's not due to the Queen. It's not due to
you don't think the Queen has something to do with
that? You actually think that? I'm telling you right now. Yeah, of course it's to do with. No.
Let's not even get.
I know it's to do with economical reasons. I know. No, Ahmed. No. I can tell you right now. I know it's to do with. Obviously, economics comes into it. It's not just because of one situation.
Don't do that, Ahmed. Leave that alone. Don't do that. Don't get started.
Yeah, we're not getting into.
No, that has nothing. But anyway,
go on.
Hold on. Back to football.
Scott, you can go 1 sec. Go on.
John Dada said in the chat he got England's sports personality of the year for finishing second. Like, this is what I keep saying about England, right? This entitlement England fans have about sacking Southgate and stuff. Which again, I get it. If you guys were like, for a club equivalent, if you guys were, Man United or Chelsea who've seen success, I understand. Complain about Ollie, complain about Lampard, I get it. But your Spurs don't really have a right to complain about a Conte or a Jose Passes best playing bad football. England, do you really have much of a right to complain?
I disagree, to be honest.
Your best ever.
I was going to say though, it's not about playing bad football.
I'll let you finish. Yeah, but let me finish. But I disagree personally.
Okay, cool.
I do as
Let me finish. My point being with England, yeah, they'll probably get sacked after Qatar World Cup anyway. Fair enough, but like, you know what's gonna happen. You guys will. You get out of your group, you get to the quarterfinals, fans will start to get a bit gassed and hyped. Maybe you might get to a semi. And you'll get let down again. Like that's your heritage. That's your football heritage. So this is what it is. What can you really do?
That's why
generation.
On that point, yeah, that's why Southgate. That's why I've been saying when Southgate has gas to find and win, yeah, he has to win it. Yeah. If he doesn't win it, then yes, he
Jeremiah, this is your heritage. You know he won't.
No, but see, but
it's not just a Southgate thing, by the way. It's your heritage.
This is
an English thing, bro.
Jess, you got it, Jess. My bad. Go ahead, Jess.
No, but now what I'm saying is, yeah, I understand you saying that it's a heritage thing. Is that decent? I understand that, but bro, everybody started off somewhere. Let's be real. Like, Real Madrid didn't just spawn to the World with 14 Champions League. Chelsea didn't spawn their heritage just like that. Everybody started off somewhere, and when you see potential, and you can say, "Yeah, I can't get mad at England fans thinking, yo, want to win the World Cup when you have when you have the talent, when the talent and the abilities is there." Not saying that okay, as also when you're not from England, I understand when you shouldn't have the expectation to win because you never won anything. That's fair enough because people tell me that like because you don't see Spurs winning anything major. Why are you mad at Conte? But I'm looking at the bigger picture. When you don't set up the team well enough, and when you don't use the team to the best abilities, of course, it can raise you complaints, and it's just people feeling like, yo, we can do better, and maybe go and you can still be a dark horse and win something. Like
I heard that.
Anybody,
I heard that.
So you have an issue that, for example, Villarreal fans here. Now, let's say Villarreal nobody expected them to win the European trophy, the Europa League, but they did it eventually. So now
what,
people can look
Emery?
at this Villarreal team. No. Sorry. No, I'm saying that nobody expected Villarreal to win the Europa League. Let's be honest. I had Roma winning that, in my opinion, at the time. And what I was saying
about 2
is
seasons
that
ago, the Emery one.
See, and here's the other thing, Jess. Here's the other thing.
When the one, yeah,
you don't get to call every other country's footballing league a farmers league. Then give me the excuse that you settled for second. You dig what I'm saying? Like, if you hear a lot of these people talk about the Premiership, even when it's shit like it is right now, they will have the audacity to call other leagues farmers leagues.
Eddie, we know they're wrong.
You don't get to cut out like
Eddie,
you have a
I agree, but
Eddie, we know they're wrong. But Eddie, we know they're wrong. And Jez, I hear what you're saying. Everyone starts from somewhere.
Do they know they're wrong?
But they are wrong.
The general consensus.
The general consensus is y'all know in this panel, it's a microcosm, right? This is what we're saying. There are people out here who carry the narrative that England is the top flight place when it comes to football. And then we get to the World Cup, we get to the Euros, and y'all have a scrub leading the line.
I think it's more to do with the actual league than it is to do with the player.
I think that comes from the media and the pundits.
Eddie, I'm not. Eddie, let me just quickly say one thing. Can I just quickly say one thing? Can I quickly say one thing?
Quickly, fam. Go on.
Yeah, real quick, Eddie. Like, I think that more comes with the league than the teams itself. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's just me, my personal opinion. I don't think it actually becomes with the English team. I think they talk when they're saying like you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong, Eddie. Yeah, I'm actually saying you're wrong. But it's like when it comes to that, I feel they're talking about the league itself. Do you know what I mean? That's
Eddie. Do you know what the equivalent of that is at club level? The equivalent of that is at club level is Arsenal fans this season thinking they can win the league, but we know they're wrong. Like that's the equivalent of it. That's what I'm saying. Of you don't have.
This is what I'm saying.
You can get my point being, England fans can get hyped all they want, or try and act as if they deserve better when you really kind of don't. Sometimes you have to go through growing pains. Sometimes you have to go through this with Southgate to get better in the future. Like you don't like. Do you really deserve, greatness? Like really?
So does the FA not play in the formation of the Premier League? Do they not play a part in it?
What do you mean?
Does the FA have no influence over the Premier League?
Do you mean how it's marketed?
In any way, do they not have a substantial influence? So they have an understanding of what it takes to be successful at a high flight of football. Mm-hmm. But they're going with Southgate.
Yeah.
They're going with Lord knows Southgate. What else.
But again, Eddie, that's because the English FA, they're bad, to put it in club terms, they're bad owners because there's no way Southgate should have the job.
Mm-hmm.
So let's call a spade a spade. Southgate should not have
the Euros. He should have been sacked after the Euros.
There we go.
No. You cannot say that.
Jeremiah, let him go and then you can respond.
No, he should have been sacked because ultimately that was a failure. We were 1-0 up. We had control of the game in terms of we were ahead. We would dictate. We had ways that we could score more, and we didn't, and we bottled it. And ultimately, it was his decision that led to us bottling it. We bottled it. There is no reason, just go look some of the decisions of the game. We should not be bringing players on in the 119th minute or whatever we did for penalties. That's dumb. You bring them on earlier so they get acclimatized to the game. You don't score in the first 5 minutes and then for 115 to play defensive football on the back foot. You go at a team and kill them off and get a second goal. Or you look to soak up pressure and hit on the counter, which we didn't do either. Most of the decisions of what happened in the Euros in the final are on him. So he should have gone for that reason. It was a failure. Regardless of whether we got the phone, it's a failure. But the thing for me with all of this on...
Hold on.
Well, Scott, even agreeing with you, right? The thing is, the English FA, their whole plan and target was to get to this World Cup in Qatar and be able to challenge or win it. If this is their target, it's like at club level, an owner giving a manager, 4 years to see out his plan. They're not going to sack him after the second year.
That's fine, but
the thing is, having a long-term plan is all well and good, but this is sport. Things change. There comes a time where you assess things as you are in the moment. If it could be a 2-3 year plan, this is what we're trying to do.
But what I will say on Southgate, I think this is a misconception, at least for in my eyes, is for me with Southgate, I'm not expecting us to sack him and then suddenly win. I just want to see from my manager a clear vision in terms of you pick the right players for the way you want to play. The way he sets up and the way we play and the formation we play and the players we pick, none of them mesh. Because Jez said something earlier that was I agree with. We don't have to play progressive football. I'm fine with us playing defensive, counter-attacking football, but pick the players it makes sense for. I'm fine with us setting this 5 at the back, go defensive and hit on the counter-attack. But then Foden shouldn't be starting because he doesn't suit that. Walker shouldn't be starting. Trent should be at right wing back and Reece should be centre back. You shouldn't be playing in midfield with Bellingham in it because he doesn't suit that. Even though I love Bellingham, he's arguably our best midfielder. He doesn't suit it.
No, I think he wants to do.
And then play Bowen because he literally fits that. He plays it every week. Or if you want to play progressive, if you want to play progressive and have a lot of the ball.
I don't think he has tried that. You know why, Prime? Because of the personnel.
You can't even think about it. You can't be telling people.
I'm gonna let Prime go.
Again, this is not even me defending Southgate.
I'm gonna let Prime go.
The last few times for call-ups and stuff, when he's brought Bowen, he hasn't done anything in the England shirt. The last few times he's tried to call up Trent, I remember last season, Liverpool or Trent himself or whatever, refused him to get called up because Liverpool were doing this quad talk. And I think in those games he probably would have tried Trent wing back and Reece James right centre.
Yeah, that's
So
fine,
like
but he had the
again,
chance.
this is fair enough.
That-
You might think me defending
the
him.
biggest thing.
Again,
the
I
biggest thing
don't
with
care. It's not my
Southgate.
country, so I don't care either way.
Yeah, because we're just having a
But
conversation. But here's the thing with
biggest
that,
thing for
Frank.
Southgate with
Yeah, go on,
me,
Scott.
and this was
Go on.
very apparent in the last game, and again it was apparent in the Italy game.
Mm.
We need in the other Italy game, the final. We need to change things up. It was quite clear in the last game that Italy were sitting 11 men behind the ball going defensive. You need a player that's going to either beat players on a dribble through quick play, or is going to unlock a pass. So you bring on Grealish, who wants to have time on the ball and just dribble with it, and you brought on Shaw. Like, you've got Ward-Prowse on the bench, Trent on the bench. You've got Maddison, who you could have brought up. His decision making for he has got a bunch of players that don't fit how he wants to play, but then aren't enough of a shift to switch it up to a plan B. Like, it doesn't work because he hasn't got a mesh of players. He doesn't have, like, his strikers don't change unless he plays like a Rashford at striker. Like unless we play Wilson or we put Wilson in the squad, like, it doesn't work because his decisions are letting him down. Like I said earlier, I just want a manager whose decisions make sense with what we want to do. I don't even expect to win all the time. I just want to know that when we go into a game, our manager is going to set up the right way for that game.
Yeah. And you want to be, what's it called? And you want a manager as well who's tactically, because what you said there made sense in terms of the I mentioned that earlier on in this very show, how you look at most teams who have been successful at World Cups and Euros, minus that Spain team in the last 20, 25 years, play pragmatic football. The problem for me, I think people getting misconstrued, is not England playing defensive, because you can play defensive and win. We've seen Portugal do it. We've seen it with, as talented as France are.
That's what they did in 2018.
I'm saying France played Matuidi at left wing. There's a reason for that. Like, let's not act like they had different forwards: Mbappe, Matuidi, Griezmann, and Giroud.
And
so let's not
as well,
and he played Pogba next, and they played Pogba next to Kante. Yeah. So that's not nothing offensive. That's not great on paper. But what Scott mentioned there is about getting the players that fit the profile. That's why I rate Bellingham. Would I play Bellingham? No, because I've said this before. England don't have the midfielders to control a game. They don't. Against most nations, any of the top nations, compare their midfield to the next midfield. So that's why you should play on the counter. This is why I said it before when we was doing the watch along. I said Ward-Prowse should play. You know why? Because he's key from set pieces. You want him from set pieces, whether it's set pieces from deep, whether it's corner, or whether it's shooting, because that can win you a game. We've seen it in the semi-final. Trippier scored the free kick in the, was it the semi-final against Croatia? Was it the World Cup?
Yeah.
He's someone says this, and that's my point, how key they are, and England have players to do that. But back to Prime's point when he mentioned about Trent at wing back and how it didn't work, and playing Reece James at right-sided centre back, because all the other pieces have to be there as well. England have the players to play on the counter-attack. They have the perfect setup. You know what I'm saying? They even have the defenders to do it. They have the wing backs to do it. Saka and Trent as wing back options are good wing back options. If your back three happens to be Reece James, let's say it's Stones and Tomori, that's a good back three. That's a good back. And then you put Rice, let's say it's Ward-Prowse in the midfield. And then you play Kane, Sterling, Rashford. Just as an example, people. I'm not saying that should be the team. I'm saying that team is set up to hit on the break. Kane can drop deep, and you've got Sterling and Rashford.
I know that this is going to get laughed at, and I know some people won't agree. I think in a defensive system, if you go defensive counter-attack, you can afford to play players like Maguire and Dyer in your back three. As long as you set it up so it's defensive and they're not going to be exploited, you can do it. Because you look at the goal we conceded against Italy, that comes because Dyer and Maguire got isolated from a long ball over the top. That's because they got isolated, not because of like they're just terrible players. They got isolated, so then they're scrambling and trying to recover, which they can't do. Like, you can fit players like those, limited players in a system if it's going to work. Like, go and look at the Portugal team when they had like Pepe and Diego Alves at centre back with a combined age of 150 or whatever it was. Like, it worked because they had a system that meant they didn't have to recover and make lung-busting runs back to make like a 100-yard recovery challenge. Because it worked.
And on top of that, the reason also, even though people are saying it's from a plausible standpoint, sacking Southgate don't make sense. Nobody believes this man can win. So what difference does it make? To me, you sack him and go get, whether it's a manager and his first game is the World Cup, yeah, it's something new, but you were going to lose anyway. So you might as well lose with the next guy. Let's get him experience. Say it is. When there's a manager the caliber out there of Tuchel, how are you not looking at that and going, all right, let's go get him?
Bro,
Prime. do England not have a better chance of being successful with Tuchel than they are Southgate?
No. That wasn't my point. My point was I don't want Tuchel to manage him.
Oh, see,
I know
he'll
win them.
He'll
win them something.
You don't want your ex. You don't want your ex to move on. I hear you. Fair enough. Yeah, go on.
That's not. Nah,
I get it. You don't want your ex to move on, man. I get it, man. It's all right.
No. The thing is, I know he could probably win that World Cup.
This is a safe space, man. It's okay, man. You don't want your ex to be successful elsewhere.
No. I know he can. Oh, you don't want Ollie to move on, then?
Oh, I do. I wanted him at Chelsea. I tweeted this. I said that. I wanted him at your club.
See, you're
he's a legend, man.
I tweeted, yeah, he's a legend as a player, not a manager. You know what I'm saying?
He's not even a legend.
He's a legend as a manager.
Club hero. But I said this. I tweeted it the day of. You know, it's still on my Instagram now. The tweet's still on my gram. I said, yo, get Ollie to the bridge.
No, my thing is that Southgate.
No, but
could probably win England that World Cup, but I don't want to.
Oh, see, okay, that's fair then. I thought you just being sorry. I thought you was doing that. Ahmed, yeah, go on, Jeremiah.
Very funny.
I hear what you're saying, yeah, but the reason why, the reason people are being saying that so flaws, basically, what I was trying to say is, I understand what your point, yeah, but the reason why people are saying that we can't sack Southgate now, yeah, it's not the right time, because if you bring Tuchel in, yeah, his first game, like Scott said, yeah, his first game is going to be in the World Cup, yeah, and we don't want to put pressure on that manager, yeah, because the way he fucks up in the group stage, yeah, because he's not in the players like that yet, because he needs to get the players properly before you put him in a job like that. So that's why the time has to be right timing for him. If Saka doesn't do well in the World Cup, then sack him, then bring Tuchel in, and then he'll be ready for Euros. That's the thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, Jeremiah, me, no you, no anybody on this panel, no anybody who's watching this live right now, watching this back, no anybody in this universe whose surname isn't Southgate or doesn't have the Union Jack tatted on him believes that Southgate can win England that World Cup. So what is the point of being there? There's no chance. You may as well go with the new now. To me, is it normally plausible? No, but you're wasting a World Cup. Nobody believes this man. Nobody believes this man can do you. Say again.
What if the next guy is not available? England won.
Exactly.
The thing is, to me, there is the next guy available. Tuchel's there. How do you not go get a Champions League?
No.
But his first game in the World Cup, though,
no. What I mean is that what if Tuchel doesn't want the England job? Then it doesn't matter that he's available right now.
You go have a look around. I'm sure you can get a better match. To me, I'll have
you can get a better manager.
There'll be a better manager than Southgate out there. I'm sure there's a better manager
not that hard.
That's available than Southgate. I'm sure
it's the England job. Is it that
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, it is attractive. I think. If you are,
What?
Is
it attractive? Is it attractive enough?
Is that a serious question, Prime? Is that a serious question?
Hold on.
Is that a serious question?
Go on,
the caliber of manager England wants. Is it attractive enough to get a? They want a top class or world class manager. If they want like a
put it this way, I believe if they sacked Southgate and went and got Tuchel says yes.
Right now, I don't think
yes. You do not take. Why would you wait?
He probably
they don't deserve Tuchel.
Why would you not want to manage our World Cup?
So here's the thing. Here's the thing I'll say, Flawless. It probably doesn't fit him personally for what he wants in his life. But to sit here, I'm still shocked. Did you really just ask the question, is England a top flight job?
No, I mean attractive in terms of
it's definitely
attractive.
The top, when you look at the top jobs around the football, or the
England's not one of those. Coaching the England national team is not one of those top jobs.
I think so. If you're
looking cool. All right, cool. So
I'm asking, I need clarification.
Hold on. No, let me. If the FA wanted Ten Hag, is that enough to take Ten Hag away from Man United?
No, the reason why I wouldn't. No. The reason why is because it's all about circumstance. What I'm saying is, if you're available and had some experience, because Ten Hag's on the come up. Put it this way: if England would have went in for your manager now, Graham Potter, he leaves Brighton to go to England.
To go coach. It's not even a fucking
the same way with Tuchel now. Because think about it, he could go to the World Cup, and then if he decide he could do I'm just going to do a tournament deal for the World Cup, and then he could still go and manage Munich after that, or one of them at Milan side, or Juventus, or something like that. It depends on where you're at.
Maybe Potter leaves. Maybe Potter probably leaves Brighton to go to England. Probably
he definitely does. Yeah.
The thing is, though, maybe the FA have been in talks with Potter to take over after the World Cup or at the end of the season. But the thing is, he came to Chelsea. So
See,
it must have
hold
been,
that.
it must have been, my point being, hold on, it must have been Chelsea's a better deal than managing England.
No.
Maybe
I
Chelsea's
think
a
it's
better deal.
well, yeah. It depends on where you're trying to go. For Graham Potter, if he has the option between the two, of course he goes Chelsea because he wants his shot at the big time. He's not solidified, but he hasn't been at the big table club wise. Same way Ten Hag hasn't been at the club, been at a big club. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Tuchel has now had the experience. He's managed PSG. He's managed Chelsea. I'm saying he's won titles. He's won a Champions League. Yeah,
also, there's the question of, for like Tuchel, for example, what other jobs are out there at the moment for him to take?
Currently, yeah,
he's reliant.
Yeah, 100%.
He's reliant on either Allegri or Nagelsmann being sacked for him to get a big, quote unquote, big job.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what he's relying on. And
because the thing,
there's no guarantee that either of those happen, especially like for Bayern. If they turn it around and it's quite easy for them to, Nagelsmann stays. And Juve look set at not sacking Allegri for whatever reason. So then you're like,
because of the money they have, you know.
Yeah, and adding on to your point, as well, Scott, is that if he manages England and then them jobs can become available, any one of those two jobs, he could still leave. So why would you not? Again, you're managing at a World Cup. I bet if we ask most managers, would you like to manage at a World Cup? They're going to say yes. Same way, do you want to manage in the Champions League? Do you want to manage in the Premier League? The league?
Mind you, forget like.
This reminds me of how Conte used to manage the Italy team for just one tournament and just left them. But they needed a manager just for the immediate median because they knew, we were struggling to find somebody. So they asked Conte, can you come and coach the team? Because I think this was the time when he left Juventus. So he said, it's fine. I'll come and just coach for the tournament and then he's going to leave. And he did. And then obviously, I think he went on to Chelsea. I'm not sure if it was straight to Chelsea or to another club, but he was just there for one tournament. So
you're talking about Conte managing you're talking about him managing the country he's from.
It's not. Which I get.
I hear that, but it's still there.
But England is still an opportunity where you can say, even if you're not English, why not take the chance? Because there are players that I think Tuchel would have loved coaching with at Chelsea. I remember that Tuchel wanted Harry Kane, for example, at Chelsea, if I'm not mistaken. So you have examples as well. Like I think Tuchel wouldn't be like, I'll just fully committed to England, but I'm willing to take just this World Cup job, and then let's see what's happening in January for me. Which jobs are in club level, or do you guys till the summer and see, what job is available for me in the summer? Because he doesn't need to stay after the World Cup. He doesn't need to.
To me, I think from an England perspective and a Tuchel perspective, it's opportunity at the right time.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it's a match made in heaven currently at the correct time with those two.
Also,
England need a manager going to the World Cup. You look at the players that England have, the whole back three thing that Tuchel was successful. He's been successful at cup level. He does know some of the players. People can be like, that'll be an issue. At the end of the day, it's a World Cup. Do England want to pitch up to the World Cup with Gareth Southgate as the manager or Thomas Tuchel? That's the simple question you need to ask yourself. What do they have a better percentage of success? What's their better chance? Because if England go and get a Tuchel, I'm just using him as an example, but if they go get a manager of that caliber, that all of a sudden to me makes them dark horses. I'll take England seriously with Southgate.
Think about this. Think about this.
Go on, Eddie.
You have to before Mancini came to Italy, what were they? They were dead.
Yeah, they had a one since. They had a one since. 06. Was it 06?
They were dead.
Yeah, they won in 06.
England is fairly competitive wherever they go based off of infrastructure alone. Infrastructure alone, they give themselves a chance. The type of players they can get from the development of these guys on upwards, right? But there's that one thing holding them back, and for me, it's always been the manager. Always been, even before Southgate. When y'all had that shambolic shit, and I think it was what
talking Sven or Capello.
Yeah, something like bro, you just go down the list.
Yeah.
It's
I could have listed everyone. I could have listed everyone.
The manager. You could name any one of them. If they had the competence, and again, when I talk about them as a perspective idea for a coach, I like the incompetence thing, because again, that's the same thing with United. If people can't, if they're making a choice off of the owner, that's why they want to come, then no, they would never come here. They come because of the infrastructure that we have. That's the only reason we have a Ten Hag. We're set up not to fail, but if you can't get us to succeed, we can still move and make mediocrity look like something that's really not. The FA is the Glazers. Point blank, period. They make shit decisions, and what you have to do now is do what Flawless and I have been doing for the past fucking 5 to 10 years. Pray that they make a right choice. We were fucking lucky to get Ten Hag.
Yeah, they stumbled across him.
There is no, like, if Ten Hag wasn't a madman, he would have waited for something else a bit more concrete. But I think he understood, like, yo, I got a fucking war chest behind me.
I think also as well, it's very similar to probably how he looks at the England job. Like, yeah, underachieving. It's mad you made the comparison between the two. There's money there, there's good players there, and I can be some form of success. And I think people really lose out how much a system can help. Like, we're seeing it just with our club, Eddie. Look at how different Manchester United look, just having a system. Man. Hey, Ahmed, when you win 4 games in a row this season, talk to me.
Take your emotions out of it, Ahmed. Take your emotions. I'll give you an example. Take your emotions out of it, people. Take that jealousy out your heart real quick.
Eddie, he a hate, or we just coming out of a breakup, so we got to allow.
No. United have looked good on. Let's just be real. They have.
But look at the profile. Look at what
it's a better with the same players. You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. A good manager could do with
Look
England.
At how life changed for Lissandro overnight.
Yeah, that's true.
Look at how life, just because he's associated with United winning 4 games in a row.
Just 4, yo.
I don't know that he made this point earlier too now. But 4 games we won, and we are talking about this dude. The entire world is talking about this dude way more than they ever did at Ajax. Mm-hmm. Ten Hag, we're thinking about a lot of great things with him off of 4 games because of the shit he's working with, where he's working with it at.
Hey, Eddie, we talking about trophies.
We talking about trophies
for the first time in years, yo.
If the FA stumble across a good manager, they fuck it. If they could just get you get a Nations League, right? If y'all hadn't fucked around in this competition and actually got a trophy, and then carried that kind of ideals to the World Cup.
Sorry to cut you off. Did they not lose a Nations League or win one? The last one.
Who?
No, well, England got to the last one. Never. Wait, the last one France won. England won
final or semi-final.
France and I think it was France and Spain.
The last one, which is what France won, England weren't involved. But the first ever Nations League, which I think Portugal won. England got to the semi-finals and lost.
Yeah, sorry to cut you off, Eddie. Yeah.
No, that's what, but I mean, again, you cannot underestimate the value of just winning games. And that's what the FA is doing right now. Y'all keep banking on this potential. The FA keep banking on this potential shit with him because they like him. He's waistcoat Ollie for a reason. United can tell you this for a reason because we see the similarities, not only in the way he thinks, the way he puts it out on the pitch. He has no second plan. It's the same shit every game. It's not changing anytime soon. So I think it's damn near crazy to think when you go up against teams that have better players than you and you're not tactically at an advantage that you have a shot. Right? We joking shit. They might make it out the group just because, like, again, America's talent is shit. Iran's talent is shit. And Wales, fucking Gareth Bale is going to be fucking pissed when he misses tea time to come play in a World Cup match. That's what it is. I heard Dubai got great golf courses, or Qatar got great golf courses. He's trying to be over there for the World Cup.
It's a bit small though. It's a bit of a small place, isn't it?
You talking about US and Iran, bro. US and Wales. You have to understand, bro. There's no chance England is beating Iran, bro, because they're not breaking them down.
They'll make
There's
it.
No chance, bro. I don't think they beat
like a Sterling or a Foden or someone. I'm just banking.
That's what I'm saying. You still have Sterling, Foden.
See, bro. See, the thing is, they have to. I'm not saying they're making it through. I didn't say like they're not going to make it through. What I'm saying.
Well, you see them struggling against Iran.
They're sure to. Yes, bro. Because they sit back in the very, very well constructed And don't be surprised if you just see a 0-0 then, or like even just a 1-1, because I can see them getting a goal against England. Because then one of the bosses, like Maguire, doesn't pay attention, and then they get a goal off like a corner or something. Because they have set piece, they have played on the set piece, like they're well constructed, they know what they're doing, they believe in what they do, and it's like it's weird. Like I said, you know, it's a weird really situation because, like I said, I put England, Portugal, and at this moment in time, France in the same category. Well, like I think managers are holding them back, in my opinion.
Not gonna lie, I think England's in a class of their own with that shit. At least Portugal got way better players, way better talent. Same thing with France.
They got way better. See, for me, I'm crying for this Portugal team because, bro, the talent is so good, but then the manager stinks so bad. Still love him.
Hey, so you know what it is? You know what it is, Jez? I can allow that. You wanna know why? He got the job done. He got the job. Like he got Portugal the Euro. Like
let's be honest.
It is what it is.
Okay, see, the thing is here, but
it's not. Now we agree that he's shit. We agree that he's shit. But at least I can understand why they're apprehensive to just let him go. It's the same thing that France is doing with Deschamps.
Yeah, I get what you mean here as well. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe Southgate is but then
hey Scott, big up for joining, man. My guy.
Big up Scott.
Big up
Scott, man.
Always good to talk to you, man. Big up, man.
So yeah, like England is just fucked in about. It's not my issue. I'll be real, bro. I watched this against Brazil. Obviously, with Brazil, I knew these guys are gonna come and whoop us. Regardless of who we put out there, bro. Bro, we could have had fucking. Oh, give us. They just midfield and we still would have fucked us in about anyways. But but if Ghana would have played England, I'll be real. I give us a chance, you know.
You fancy your chances?
Us a chance because I fancy our chances. See, every other top country, I don't fancy us at all. But England is the only country I fancy us because I know they got the ball in them, and also it's like that midfield can be exploded. Their midfield is not much. They have better names. They have better names, but in terms of quality, I think we can rival that midfield if I put our best fit out.
Jez, here, play back what you said.
I'm gonna close out
against any big nation, you'd be worried, but against England, you know why? Because they're not a big nation.
Chovy Maguire, bruv.
They haven't been. That's my point. Like England fans can complain.
I agree with you. England,
you don't deserve anything great. Again, at club level, you're not Man United, you're not Chelsea, you don't deserve anything. You're Spurs.
I agree.
You're Everton. You're Palace.
I agree. Obviously, I agree. It's just like I said, when the talent is there, I understand if people want the team to just do better and hopefully get it. But I do get what you mean because you're talking about the people who have the entitlement. Yeah, England should be winning it. No, you shouldn't be. Do you think you should be there on the thereabout if you put everything in place properly? But it shouldn't be like 100%. Maybe like 70% or something. Maybe 60, maybe. But not 100%.
But you say thereabouts. You know what's funny? I mean, England are thereabouts right now. Semi-finals, final.
They've always been that nation. They're always there or quarterfinals. You know what I'm saying?
They're nearly there.
Minus the Stephen McLaren. Like they've always made tournaments and they're always quarterfinals. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, semifinals are final recently, and that's why it's getting praised.
Like United,
you haven't seen them in that. Yeah.
No, Flawless. When's the last?
What you gonna win this season? Well, go on, bro.
No, but take away this Southgate period. When's the last time England made a semifinal?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say the quarterfinals because I think they went 3 tournaments in a row where they lost in the quarters.
Like this semifinals, final stuff. This is as good as it's gonna get with England right now. So, or in general, really, like your football history has not shown that you deserve anything more. You guys, and they don't, and the quality of players England have, in my personal opinion, you don't deserve to win anything anyway. I don't think it's better than what France have, or what Portugal have, or Germany, or Brazil, etc.
I think what it is, what people want, and I understand why England fans would get upset. It's not about deserve, just giving yourself the best possible chance to succeed. So you have the best manager there. You have the best players not the best players for the actual team itself. Because we've seen surprise winners of tournaments. Surprise winners of tournaments will happen. It's
Well,
rare.
we saw Denmark
Don't get me
make it to
wrong.
the
It
semi
is
before
rare.
Ericsson.
But in
shouldn't-
every single cup competition, even league, but let's say cup, it happens like Greece in 04. There's no reason why. You know what I'm saying?
You can't do. You know the thing Liverpool fans do where they try and paint themselves as an underdog and also a favorite.
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
You can't do that. England fans can't say, "Oh, well, we're the favorites to win." Oh, but you know what? Greece won it. How many long ago? So we can do it as well. No, that doesn't.
I get you.
Work like that
because me and you, Prime, are smart enough to know England are good enough, and we're realistic with when we look at not our expectations because we're England fans, but when we look at where they could go to, like England getting to a final and a semi-final is good for them. That's good for those group of players. It's good for the nation. You want to get used to playing in last stages of international competitions. You want to be regulars. And then if you're regulars enough, eventually you may pinch one. Like I said, with a favorable draw, teams going out. This is why they made, because England aren't the fourth best team they ain't the top 2 teams in Europe, but they still made a final. They're not top 4 teams in the world, but they still made a semi-final. You know why? Favorable draws and having enough talent.
That's it.
And
you have to give
that's
yourself
what
a
I'm saying.
chance.
You give yourself the best chance. That's why I'm saying pinch one. You have to do your best. Like the Portugal manager did it. I can't remember his name who won it. Didn't have the greatest side, but had Cristiano Ronaldo. All right, let's just be defensively solid and get the ball up to Ronaldo. That's legit what they did. I watched that game. That tournament, and that's what they did. Obviously, they had a special player at the time, but that's what you have to do. Work with what you had, and you never know. Because England have made a final and a semi-final, yes, by hook or by crook, but they've still done that. And I think that's where people issues lie. Because Southgate's never. No one believes Southgate's going to win.
You know what? Not gonna lie. I think Southgate is working what he has. It's just that people just don't like it. They just don't rate him.
Okay, the reason why
I don't think. No, hold on. My point being, again, it's not even me defending him because who cares? But my point being, this is as great as England are gonna get. So like,
no, I don't think
whether it's Eddie Howe or whoever.
Where I disagree with that is I'm not saying somebody comes in and wins something for England. What I'm saying is I don't think he's getting the most out of the group he has. I don't believe he is at all.
The most out of the group would be winning because he's getting to the semi-finals.
No, because he reached one final, one semi-final. But to tell you the truth, they should have made that final. They should have beat Croatia. They should have beat Italy. To me, with better managers, they win. That's my point.
You have shit players. My fault. Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, no. It's calm. I'm just saying the semi-final they lost to Croatia. They should beat Croatia. To me, a better manager manages that. I watched them get bopped off the park by Modric, Rakitic. I'm not sure who the other midfielder was. I'm not sure if it was Kovacic. Yeah, I got them. I watched like a better manager sees that and goes, all right, how do I deal with this? Same way against Italy. Scott said it before he left. You're 1-0 up on your home park. You see that out. You figure it, but Southgate isn't good enough to do so. I've said this. I think a better manager gets England to that World Cup final, and a better manager wins them the Euros.
Yeah.
I believe he's not the only factor, but he was the biggest factor in England not winning that Euros. Yeah. Give any manager of any level to me on the international stage 1-0 up at home, and you're on your home pitch in an international tournament, they win that. If your top 15 managers right now, Prime, I believe all your top 15 managers do that. And I might not even agree with your top 15. But and that's my point, is getting the most out of what you have. You know you're not the best. But it's not every year. And if they book a Brazil and Brazil are on form, it's a wrap. Same with France. But you're telling me they can't get past Croatia? They can't get past Italy.
Are you sure about France?
Say again?
Are you sure about France? Because they don't have a guy Pogba in it. So
even without Pogba,
France got a whole bunch of shit going on.
I'm saying to me, if England play France and France are on top form, it's a wrap. You got if you got Mbappe and Benzema, you got two of the best forward players in the competition. I don't know why
Mbappe's disappearing for the
I don't understand before you go at why people don't understand this. I kept saying this during the entire Champions League run last year when Real Madrid were playing. And I was saying, yes, the other team may have a better manager, a better 11, a better squad. But Real Madrid have the best player on the pitch for 180 minutes. We've seen it against Chelsea. We've seen it against City. And we've seen it against Liverpool.
Here's the thing.
It's not wrong though. It's not wrong though. He said the truth.
Yes, you haven't won any trophies. Humble yourself.
Bro, he just said the truth, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Let Eddie go. One second.
I'm trying to bring out the gun. He's speaking.
One second, Prime. Go on, Eddie.
You have to understand, even if the team is better, that doesn't mean they played at their best on that particular day.
Mm-hmm.
That's how, like, again, England in that Euro should have smoked Italy. Italy was shit that game. But because they had a manager who couldn't think on the fly in the correct way, in the appropriate way, they didn't take advantage of it. It's not like they're playing these apex teams and finishing low because, you know, they just can't compete with them. It's that there's shit that goes on within the game that this manager is not capitalizing on. The last you had, and again, it's not to say that, you know, like we've talked about here, they might go to the FIFA World Cup and fuck it all up, and that'll be the last straw because they were not playing at their best. But it's on the manager to get something out of it. And I'm unfortunately going to say, like, they have, at this point, drank the Kool-Aid, are riding this shit till the wheels fall off, and whatever happens, happens, but they're sticking by this guy. They are sticking by this guy. Anybody who has the confidence to say, I will risk my career on Harry Maguire has a certain level of security that we all don't have. The brother told you, he's like, yo, I'm willing to risk my career on Harry Maguire. Of all players, Harry Maguire.
He said that.
Southgate said that.
Oh, wow, bro. It is what it is, man.
So, again, him and the FA is like this. He's one of their own, as they affectionately say. But he'll never be that guy. People talk to, remember this, it's so fucking hilarious. Like, Foz, we're having the same discussions that we were having about Ollie. Wait until he shows you he's that guy. Wait until we get this. Wait until we get, talk to me then. And every measuring point that came up, he fucking flopped.
He did. He fell short.
And then they said, yeah, wait till next year. Wait till next year. Crazy.
Oh, you got jokes on it. Yeah, you got jokes on it. Yeah.
Shout out Tommy Tuchel. Shout out Tommy Tuchel. I mean, yeah, go cry about that.
I had a big break in it. I don't really break from football.
You had a break. This guy took a break. You know, this
so
guy.
It really actually helps. I think
you.
Yeah. I mean, look, England should.
Is your green screen? Is that shot from that green screen a match day? But yeah, go on, carry on, Graham.
No, but England should.
No, they got the lights on, Foz. They had a couple of dark days, if you remember. They couldn't keep on the lights.
Oh yeah, they did.
Ahmed, you see what you?
Just like you lot can't keep the rain out of Old Trafford.
Hey, you know what it is?
It's for the ambiance.
It's for the ambiance.
Waterfalls in the ring. Like, come on, bro, it's the water.
You know what it is as well, Lewis. You know what it is as well, Lewis. When you see when you have big stadiums, kind of like having a big house. Things are gonna go wrong, innit? You know what I'm saying? Listen, if you're in a mansion, things are gonna go wrong. But if you're in like a one-bedroom flat,
house,
you know what I'm saying? They go, nah, man, we balling out, man.
When you get pammed by City, I'm gonna
say that again.
When you get pammed by City,
who's getting back? We don't get pammed no more. We're not you. You know what I'm saying? That don't happen to us.
Every time, I need to say when you're a jinx, bro. Every time when you say United get you're a jinx, man. Like every time United get pumped, they get them scored from.
Between him and the legendary Westbrook is goated. Those two gotta take that prediction to the bank, my boy. Gotta take it to the bank.
You bring unnecessary. You're like Ryan. You bring unnecessary smoke, man. Why?
No.
I work the why.
Like I had
a. You know what? I give his credit. You know why? This guy always shooting, man. You know what I'm saying? That this guy is constant with the pistol.
Kind of like his Celtics coach, Wallace. Kind of like his Celtics coach. I was shooting his shot, huh? Yeah, no, I'm talking
about. You know, but Flawless, you know who else is always shooting? Bruno. You don't give him credit, so I'm not going to give him
Who's always shooting? Who? I don't give who
Bruno
credit?
Shoots. Bruno shoots and Mount, and we don't give them credit.
Hey, this season, I've been giving him credit. Bruno been good this
season.
But
we don't give Mount credit either, and Ahmed is the same thing. Let's stop.
Hey, Mount, that's a whole different conversation. But when I'm talking about my team, like, we don't get smoked.
Yeah, your team. Yeah.
Anyway,
we've been on smoke, man. We in great form. We're the most
Listen,
informed team in the
Ahmed,
league.
leave it alone. Ahmed, leave it alone.
Ahmed, we're the most informed team in the league, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. It's gonna end
See,
on
also
Sunday. It's
Arsenal.
gonna end on Sunday, though, isn't it? So it's good.
I think it's us. I think it's 4. Yeah, because we won our last 4. So yeah, we are the most informed
on
team.
Sunday, it's gonna end.
You know
On
what I'm
Sunday,
saying?
it's gonna end.
Are you gonna beat Palace on Saturday away from home? That's the question.
Yes.
What's
You know
score?
what? Yes. 2-0.
Okay. All right. Who's the goal scorers? Hit me.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I think maybe Aubameyang might.
All right, and clean sheet. Yeah, it's been a long time since you lot got one of them. All right, first.
Listen, man. You know, new
When's
era.
the
You know,
when's the last time you had a clean sheet?
Everton, innit? Everton.
When Tuchel was in charge.
Yeah, Everton.
Everton. What game was that?
Oh wait,
the Queen was still alive them times, isn't it?
The first game of the season.
Oh my God.
Mad. We've had the Queen's funeral and everything. She passed RIP to the Queen and that. You know what I'm saying? She passed. She passed.
Listen, Tuchel's gone now, innit? It's over. It's over, man. It can't. I'm not a broken man. I've moved on.
Are you back now? All right, this is new Ahmed. You know, this is like new McTominay. Let's go, Ahmed. My G.
I'm back like a striker, you know what I mean? Back like a striker, innit? Doing the second time like Drogba, innit? You know what I mean?
You want to be back, yeah? Third choice, yeah? Yeah. You are third choice. Yeah, like the old Drogba. Yeah, 100%.
Oh my God.
Third choice, innit? I hear you in it. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
I just keep myself there, man. I totally forgot there was third choice for you.
Third choice,
they say
man.
This. You're only.
You're breaking up, Jez.
Anyway, yeah. Can I?
Yeah, go on, Prime. You wanted to say something. Go on, Prime.
Flawless, can I go? Or are you still talking with the Somali?
Nah. We can go. You can go.
I hope you liked that little joke I sent you on the group chat.
That was good. That was good. I laughed.
Yeah,
go on.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Enjoy that one.
Go on, Prime.
Thing is, when I don't know, like I've spoken with a lot of England fans over the past like year or 2 years. Shout out people like Nickman and stuff. And it's like, look, whatever. I'm cool with people trying to say SACKED. Doesn't matter. But when they bring up things like bringing Eddie Howe or bringing Graham Potter, and I'm like, you're not really improving. You're not stepping up a level.
Oh my God!
It's different flavors of mid, isn't it? It's different flavors of mid. Shout out to Peter.
No. I mean, like you're not stepping up the level to win.
Yeah,
like, that's a different. Like if Southgate is getting semi-finals and a final, and the next step up should be to go and win, and those guys are not it. What you guys are talking about is fine, but like when I'm talking to England fans and stuff, and they're bringing up Potter and Eddie Howe and stuff like that, it's like, really? Is that what you're trying to do?
Pretty much, you're saying the general consensus.
Yeah, I hear you, Prime. You spin. And yo, big up Mertaza in the court. Yeah, I didn't expect us to spend, you know what I'm saying, the entire Q&A talking about Southgate, but interesting things came up, and it's like, it's England, like, it's a talking point. People enjoyed it. The numbers have been good.
Talk about that Ericsson masterclass if y'all want.
Hey, Eddie, get to it, man. I'm all for it.
He's been playing. Hey,
you got Mason Mount in your midfield. We don't want to hear from you. Ruben Loftus-Cheek.
Let the grown-ups talk for a little bit. We're not talking about weak-ass Bentoncourt, whatever the fuck you say his name.
But hey, bro,
I'm not even trying to sit here. Wherever the hell we talking about.
I'm not even sitting here.
We talking about Iron Man, goddamn it. Iron Man.
Oh my! You know what just dawned on me? Actually,
it kills me still. I can't lie. No.
You know what just dawned on me? Actually, Ericsson died like a year ago, and he's still better than Gallagher. How bad that is?
Come on, the bar's not high, man.
Hey, I mean, can't put the coach up. Can't put the coach up. Don't do that. Can't put the coach up.
Come on, but
he gonna be in that seat right behind you with a mask on, trying to get into the game and shit.
Why is your green screen like your third best player? What's going on? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, listen, that's a triple threat.
Actually, no, that makes sense. Third best player, your Drogba in his older years, third choice. It makes sense. I hear you. I see it, man. I see it.
Ahmed Drogba.
Ahmed. No, Drogba because he was like, yeah, he said it himself. Yeah, I'm Drogba when he came back. I said, yeah, third choice. It makes sense, man. I hear you, Ahmed, man.
Ahmed, do not ever compare yourself to any version of Drogba.
I'm the best out here. Listen here. If you saw me play football in real life, you can see me play real football.
The thing is, we're gonna make that happen. I'm gonna make that happen at some point. I don't know when, people, but I'm gonna make that happen. I'm pointing to
there's a reason why you don't get called up for your national team, bro. You're not the guy. So
I mean, they're saying the cameras went on.
That and his national team is kind of preoccupied if you know where he's originally from. So you know, kind of busy.
Yo, they're very busy right now.
Easy.
But you know, it's not a politics stuff, so we'll leave that alone. You know.
Oh, it's mad.
No, but Flores, let us know when you're doing that, and like, you know, we can get Match Fitness and stuff.
Oh yeah. I'll it'll be time in advance in it, but I don't know how it would work, where I would do it, how like I'd have to. There's so much to figure out in regards to that. How many people? Would it be 11-11? Would it be like 4 teams or 5 aside or what? Like I really don't know where everyone would be, like all that type of stuff. So there's so many.
Yo, like apparently, like it's 1-to-1, like the pound to dollar. So like $1 equals £1. Apparently.
Yeah, no, it's going down, bro.
Oh wait.
Down right now.
Does that mean the pound? Yeah. I'm stupid when it comes to this. That means the pound's getting stronger or the pound's
weaker.
Getting weaker?
The pound is getting weaker because the pound is always like.
Damn, I need to go stateside next year. Fuck.
Yo, the pound is literally like 1.02.
Hey, Charles, if you're watching, you know what I'm saying? You need to sort it out, man.
Almost
you know what I'm
like
saying?
1-to-1.
Man said Charles, like they're ready.
Oh my God.
Charles, man. You know what
Hey,
I'm saying?
respect your king.
Respect your king. Hey, my king. You know who my king is? Me. I'm the king. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
that's
the Asian Marcus is killing the pound, bro. Mad.
It is because I'm like trying to get out there in the new year. Not in the new next year, should I say? Not in the new year, next year, 100%. So yeah, I need to pattern that 100%. But yo, we're gonna close out this stream. Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Big up you lot because it's been well over.
I'm gonna do just quickly, guys.
Yeah.
Next time, when Peter's here, I'm gonna show him the little Luca face. You know Luca and what's his name, Booker.
Nah, that's your thing, isn't it? That's your thing. But yeah. We're going to close out. Make sure you hit the like button, share it across all the socials. Please subscribe to the channel. It is road to 5K. Hit that notification bell. Sarcasm City TV. Where else are you getting content like this? And we're going to continue. Do not worry about that. The content continues all the way into the Premier League being back. So Sunday, of course, we'll have the Manchester Derby watch along and all the other shows. Check out the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube and on the Twitch. Because on the Twitch, not only do we got fan calling shows, we got the NFL show as well. NFL Talks, the Over Football Show, 10:30 p.m. Fridays. I'll also be doing the Argentina versus Jamaica watch along Tuesday night, so I'll be doing that as well. Obviously, yeah, that's tomorrow night. Actually.
Why are you watching Argentina versus Jamaica, bro?
Oh, that's Tuesday night.
You just gonna watch your team get pumped. Is that what it is, bro?
You watch. That's what happens when you watch. That's what happens when you watch Somalia weekend. You know what I'm saying? Year in, year out.
Like, what do you think?
Actually, about the whole watching Somalia part, Flawless, we're not.
Yeah, is he not even watching? This guy, he on the radio.
I was on He's Goal the other day. I ain't seen the stream, so I'm just saying I don't know where you watch.
I've been sending the highlights, man. I've been sending the highlights to some of the games.
Oh no.
What highlights they on? What the highlights?
You were listening on the radio, man. I hear that, man. You listening on the radio, man. He was Radio Hive, man. He was listening.
They got him streaming on MySpace.
So Ahmed, both your national teams get pammed at Somalia and England. Wow.
Listen, England's not my national team. Somalia is my national team, innit? Let's get that right.
Shout out Somalia, man. I know we have people from
East Africa every time.
Yeah, man. Shout out to East Africa. All jokes aside, I know we have some Somalians who watch this, so big up to you lot. People from Somalia.
No, hold that.
In the geography.
Yo, shut up, bro. What team do you support? What is it, Nigeria, innit?
Yeah, Nigeria and Ireland. They're in Somalia.
You can't talk to them.
I think he's actually he's actually a fan of the Swedes. Fan of this. If you see his name,
oh yeah, he's definitely a fan of the Swedes.
So I think he's the best, definitely Eastern European fan, isn't it?
Easy. Different conversation.
You're telling you look what's in your name. What am I supposed to think?
Yeah, that's facts. Well, you know what? He's more. No, Eddie. His number one is Italy, innit? That's his thing.
Oh, Italy. Okay.
That's his thing, man. Italy's his thing. Hey, great save. There you go. There you go. You look
there
at him here, man.
There you
go. I'm not Thiago Silva sliding against that player for Salzburg. I got you, Prime. I got your back.
But I'm not.
Mali's only beating Ethiopia once.
Look at them shook.
They lose 4-0 to that. They lose 4-0. That's what I
say that again?
They lose 4-0.
Somalia's only beaten Ethiopia once.
We won 4 games in a row.
There it is. There it is.
Bro, why are you trying to cook us for?
See, now here's the thing. This is a great conversation. Ahmed, at least we're bringing gold medals to the continent. Ethiopia, Kenya, something to the party. What y'all bringing?
More Farah's bringing the gold for us, but he's just doing it for the UK.
I don't think he's. What's his nationality? Last time I checked, he had a British passport. Last time I checked, he's ready for the GB.
He's dual
England.
I said dual nationals, you know.
Wait, Ahmed, you're the only continent that's not representing.
That's a shameless is trying to claim that Lampard's a Champions League winner. You know what I'm saying? Dual
If I was to
nationality.
win the World Cup, that's what the Somali do. Are we claiming that Somalis, isn't it?
Well, have shame, man.
Have shame.
Unbelievable.
Listen, man, he's born a Somali, innit? So he's Somali, innit? At the end of the day.
Ahmed, bring your medals to the table, bro. Bring your medals to the table.
Can't even bring
You
that.
get spanked by Ethiopia and we're shit.
There you go. And
No,
that's what the
actually,
Ethiopians say that.
Ahmed, bring your qualifications on the table. Let's do that.
I'll just bring my masters of civil engineering.
Let's go, man.
Every time.
Let's go. All right. Love to everyone that's locked in. Like I said, look at the upcoming live stream schedule here on the YouTube. I've updated it all the way till Sunday, till the next Sarcasm City Sports Q&A. Of course, you get them every Wednesday night, every Sunday night as well. Tomorrow, what have we got lined up tomorrow? I'll be on Statman Baines' channel, 5:30 p.m. No, 5 p.m. Sorry, Stats, Facts, and Vibes. Then 6:30 p.m. Then 6:30 p.m. I'll be on Matisse's channel. That's crazy. Battle of the North, people. Battle of the North. So myself, obviously Matisse, Hassan will be there complaining about Liverpool and Daps. And that's wild. That's wild.
Can we please go watch vlog for them?
Yeah, we can do something.
I know where you're gonna get it.
He's saying Boston Celtics is their media day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah. I need some live reactions on that shit.
That's gonna be wild.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you're gonna be wild. And then we're back on this channel tomorrow at 11 p.m. 11 p.m. people. Man United meets Ballers at the Bridge meets Talking at Tottenham Talk. Myself, Peter, and Jez. Cam will be there as well. So that'll be meeting Gunners Talk from the Arsenal as well, because we didn't do the show last week. So for talking all things United, Chelsea, Spurs, and Arsenal. So you know that's gonna be crazy. You already know. I think Cam's fell asleep, to be honest. But you know what I'm saying. Make sure you lock in. Jez, anything you want to add before we close out the stream?
Shout out everyone. Just you heard Flawless we had the show as well. And yeah, man, like England, hold that.
Yo, Mr. Snow when he sees it himself. Prime, anything else you want to add?
It's a wild name, you know. Yo.
Prime.
Hey, man. Hey, man, like the same, if it's not snowing, it's not right.
Yo, Prime, you're breaking up. Say that again.
Anyway.
There we go.
Anyway.
Yeah. Anything you want to add, fam?
Anyway.
That's their
This guy diving into some snow right now. Sounds like. Anyway, I didn't even know what he said.
He had to do the Flintstones, how they got to run their feet, get the electric shit going. He's doing that right now.
I don't know what's going on. All right, well, we'll go to Lewis. Anything you want to add apart from AC locked up Mbappe? Hashtag resign AC. Denmark to win the Euros. Chelsea to win the World Cup. Chelsea to win the World Cup. Chelsea to win the Champions League. 2021 Club of the Year. Graham Potter psychedelic pot smoking blues. Hashtag up the Chelsea. Anything else?
Yeah, Christensen put embarrassing in a spliff, and yeah, we move. Up the fucking Chelsea.
Yo, Cam, you there? I don't even know if Cam's there, to be honest. Yeah, he's definitely out. That Mango Moons has finished him off. He's done. Eddie, my brother, anything you want to add?
Shout out to all my boys in the chat. Let me just go Dundada, Murtaza, Jesse, Malcolm, Diego, Zim, fucking. Let me shout y'all out. Ruban, one and only Ghost, my fucking killer. Shout out to all y'all boys, man. Y'all as important to this shit as we are. So keep on stopping through. Keep on engaging with the channel and shit. Keep on cracking them jokes in the chat. We'll be back here for this foolishness. We'll be back here sooner than Ime Udoka for certain reasons. And it is what it is, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Hey, it's a little Crown and Coke night. We doing it big over here at Sukasa Muchemu. You know what I'm talking about? So,
Sukasa Muchemu.
I will see y'all.
Yeah, Ahmed, my guy, anything you want to add?
Like, share, subscribe on the YouTube, on the Twitch. Make sure to give us, a follow. If you've got a Prime, make sure to give us a Twitch Prime subscription for free. Helps out Flawless and helps out the channel. And yeah, man, listen. Obviously, football week this week. FIFA's coming out tomorrow midnight. So I'm gonna
Is
be
it tomorrow midnight?
Oh, I'm
Okay.
ready to start practicing, make this pro clubs team, man.
So time for me,
man.
The time for me to reactivate the ultimate team. You know what I mean?
FIFA next
Last
week.
year I was elite, top 40%. This year I'm going to be top 10%. That's what I said I'm going to be.
Oh my
this
gosh!
year. So
I need
I'm
that
gonna make
smoking,
myself-
people. What you got? PS?
Anyone you want? Because I'm buying a PS tomorrow again. Because
Okay, yeah. So get
I'm
ready.
gonna have it ready by this week. Yeah.
You might need like a fucking Sarcasm City League type shit. I'm trying to take some dubs.
You might probably be able to find something. And that being said, people as well, I forgot. Speaking of all this talk, England, Germany tomorrow. So there'll be a watch along for that. How
I
could
know.
it be?
Flawless, bro. Why are you doing that to yourself, man? Why are you
England,
doing that to yourself, bro?
because I need content on the channel. So
Yeah, we need this, and we gonna have a good discussion about this motherfucker.
Yeah, and I know people are gonna tune in.
home.
It's gonna be jokes. What's coming home is the Nations League. Is that what's coming home, Lewis? Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yo,
Just
it's not looking good, bro.
it's coming home.
Wait, Renault's coming home.
I have no idea, but love to everyone that has locked in. This has been a crazy show as always. Big up
Hey,
Ray as well.
Hungary,
Man.
Italy yesterday.
Oh, Millie, you pulled up too late, my G. You got to be
just
about
rewind
it,
it
man.
back and watch it back. Rewind it back and watch it back. But yeah,
Back
Hey,
man,
tomorrow,
Hungary,
man.
Italy yesterday
Good
as
seeing you,
well.
dog.
man, big up Ray every single time. The membership, the link's in
Bro,
the
man,
pinned
what's wrong with
comment. Don't
Italy,
forget
man?
that. Link for the membership is in the pinned comment, people. I love to everyone that has locked in. This has been the Sarcasm City Sports Q&A live on the Sarcasm City TV YouTube. Big up.
Out the shelves.